I want to show you how to build a high converting e-commerce website for around $30. Now you might think creating a quality online store is expensive, but by the end of this video, you'll know how to do it on a tight budget without compromising on results. Missing this could mean wasting money and losing sales, but I'm going to guide you through a straightforward process that delivers top-notch results. So stay with me to uncover the secrets of affordable e-commerce success. In this video, I'm going to break down the entire process of creating a high-quality e-commerce website around $30 into 2 different steps. So first, we're going to focus on building your website, getting it up and running, and doing it quickly. I'll guide you through the process of downloading a complete free template that will save you a ton of time and effort, and then I'll show you how to customize it to fit your brand perfectly. Now, in the middle of these 2 chapters, we're going to stop for a coffee break because you don't have to do this entire process in one sitting. It's actually kind of helpful to take a break and refresh yourself before continuing. Now, in chapter 2, we're going to dive into e-commerce essentials, basically editing e-commerce pages, adding products, setting up payment processing, configuring shipping, and so much more. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a fully functioning e-commerce site that's ready to start generating sales. So let's go ahead and get started with step number 1, which is securing your domain name and web hosting to build the foundation of your website. To start building your e-commerce website, we need to set up your domain name and hosting first. Now, a domain name is the website's unique address on the internet, like yourbusiness.com, and it's how people will find your site. And then web hosting, on the other hand, is just a service that allows you to store your website files onto a server that's accessible online. Think of it as renting that server space that's connected to the internet, and this is where your website will finally be live. Now, I personally always recommend Hostinger to all of my followers because they offer excellent value for affordable prices, and they have great features. Their tech support is top-notch, and they're always available to help, making it really easy to get started for beginners. Now, I'm going to walk you guys through the entire process of securing your domain name and hosting from Hostinger. So let's go ahead and dive into the process right now. So again, when you go to the link createaprowebsite.com/Hostinger, you'll be met with our onboarding page right here. So we'll scroll on down just a little bit, and you'll see that we have 3 different plans available. Now, I'm going to recommend you guys use the premium web hosting plan right here, and that's how we're going to get the website down to about $30. So you're going to click on choose plan. Next, you'll be met with this option right here first, and you'll see that it's where you get to choose your period. So basically, do you want to pay every 1 month? Do you want to pay every 12 months, every 24, or every 48 months? And obviously, when you go larger on your plan, you're going to get a bigger discount. So you'll see that this one is saving you $432. This one's saving you $216. This one's saving you $108. I'm going to go ahead and go with the 12-month plan. So that way, every year I have a payment of $299 is your monthly payment, but you're going to pay for all 12 of those months up front. So it looks like every month I'm going to pay $35 right there, which is pretty sweet. You can obviously do 48, which is going to save you money in the long run, but it's going to look a lot more expensive because if you scroll down again, you're paying for all 48 of those months up front. So right here is your total $143, as you can see. So I'm going to select every 12 months right here, and we will scroll on down. So next you have to create your account. And so you're basically creating your account with Hostinger right here. And so all you got to do is just add an email and password and continue down. And then finally, we have select payment. And so this is where you're going to enter in your billing information. But just a quick heads up of everything you're getting. You get a free domain name, which is usually $10. And so you're getting that included with this. You're getting a setup fee included and domain privacy protection. I cannot tell you as a web designer how important domain privacy protection is. And Hostinger includes it for free with all of their packages. Domain privacy protection. So there's a public database called the Whois database where you can just go look up any domain name and get their contact information and that kind of stuff. The domain privacy protection protects your personal information from that list, which is incredibly tremendous because as a web designer, you're going to get spammed by phone numbers or by telemarketers all of the time. The fact that it's included for free is really nice. So for $35 right here, we're going to put in our billing information. Make sure your coupon code right here says create a pro website, just like this, and click apply, and you'll receive an even further discount right here. And so now you'll see we're only paying $32.29 for your website. And so that's why we're going to be kind of hovering around the $30 mark right here. Anyways, fill out your billing information, put in your credit card, and click on secure payment, and I'll see you on the next screen. All right, so once you fill out your billing information, you'll be met with this screen right here. You're going to click on I'm going to create a website because I'm assuming you're not migrating one. But if you are watching this video and you want to migrate, you'll click right here, and then you have to go and figure out pointing name servers or moving a domain or whatever you guys are doing. But I'm going to show you guys how to create a fresh website. So click right here and say next. After that, we're going to choose WordPress and say next. And then it's going to ask you to create a WordPress account. So we already created an account with Hostinger, which is our web host provider, but WordPress is the software that we're going to use to make our website. And we are currently creating our admin login for our website. That's what this is, by the way. So make sure you put in the email that you want to use and then put in your password and then click on next. After that, it's going to ask what type of website do you want to build. Now you have two options. You can either select one of these presets and it's going to have you click next and you'll have a couple more questions to customize your website, or you can click on create blank site and basically immediately get taken to your WordPress dashboard and your H panel and all of that stuff. But for the sake of this video for beginners, I'll show you. If you click on, for example, online store right here and we say next, it'll ask if you want to install a template, which I'm going to show you guys how to do later with the correct theme that we're using. So we don't need to download from here. We'll say next. Well, it's not going to let us. So we're going to have to click on create blank site. Then after that, it's going to ask if we want to have any installed plugins ready to go. If you want to have WooCommerce and WP Forms installed, you totally can. You can also install the email marketing plugin. So we'll just turn off Monster Insights and All-in-One SEO, and then we can click on next. Finally, you get to choose your domain name, and this is the address to your website. So, it'll be like hostinger.com, for example. So let's try something like this. Okay. So as you can see, we have, it refreshed a little bit, but capwgraphicscards.com, which is right here, not right there. So capwgraphicscards.com, this is the website that I'm going to build. And just so you know, CAPW is just create a pro website, which is my channel. Makes making domain names a lot easier for you guys for tutorials. So that's what we're going to be building. Once you select your domain name, and of course you can choose whichever domain you want. I always recommend a .com just because it's the most common and professional looking, but you can get .io, .org, .whatever. I just recommend doing this one. Click next once you have your domain name, and then we're going to click on finish registration right here. Okay, so next, this is basically Hostinger's free CDN service that you get included with your hosting package. CDN stands for Content Delivery Network, and so basically you're choosing whichever server is closest to you. That way your site loads faster. I'm over here in Arizona, so I'm going to select, well, I'm not in Arizona, I'm in Texas, but I'm going to select Arizona because it's the closest one to me, and then I'm going to click on next. And then finally, you'll see that it's going to install WordPress. I'll see you guys when it's done. All right, so this is your website's H panel, basically the server backend of your website. This is where you can do PHP settings, like over here. This is where you can change your databases and files and everything like that. You don't need to know anything back here. Don't worry. You don't need any coding experience or anything like that. We're about to hop right into your admin panel right here, which is WordPress. And that's where everything's going to look a lot more easy to understand. So don't freak out. But this is your Hostinger account, by the way. This is where you can see all of the hosting platforms that you have, all of your domains and everything. Well, right now we're inside of one of the websites, so that's why I'm not seeing domains over here. But regardless, this is where you're going to basically just check if your domain is active and then click on admin panel right here. Whenever your domain name says pending right here, don't freak out. It just means that your website is propagating. And propagation is just when your hosting provider sends out the domain you just purchased to every server in the entire world, letting everyone know that you just purchased it and it's live. That propagation process can take anywhere from like a minute, because as you can see, mine has literally activated instantaneously. Anywhere from like a minute all the way up to like an hour. And sometimes it's taken a day, but it should never take more than a day unless there's like an error, which you might have to talk to tech support about. That happened to me one time out of all the websites I've ever built. But other than that, just check your domain status right here and see if it's active. If it's pending, you can still click on the admin panel and continue on with the tutorial. So don't freak out. You don't have to wait or anything like that. I just wanted to show you that that's where you'll either be in preview mode or in the live mode. So no big deal. Anyways, click on the W right here, admin panel, and we're going to be redirected to our WordPress dashboard. All right, and just like that, you're taken to your WordPress dashboard. Now, technically, you're on your Hostinger tab, so we can go over to the dashboard right here, but that's just a little bit too much of a technicality. Regardless, we're inside the backend of your WordPress website, and this is where we're gonna spend the rest of the tutorial is building your website back here. So in this step, we'll be downloading a free complete website template to streamline the process of building this site. Using a pre-designed template saves you a ton of time and energy by skipping the process of setting up color schemes, font combinations, designing sections from scratch, and so much more. So trust me, it takes hours of your time to do all of this, but it's important. We're going to use a plugin called Starter Templates for this, which makes downloading and applying a template quick and straightforward. This way, you'll have a professional looking website ready to go without the hassle. It downloads a complete website package with all of the necessary plugins, so you're done the second that you hit the download button. So let's get started downloading and installing your template using starter templates. So from your WordPress dashboard, we're going to go over here to the left-hand side, hover our mouse over the plugins tab right here, and then we're going to click on add new. And you can basically think of the plugins page like this as like the app store on your phone. You can download any one of these apps and they'll do a lot of cool stuff for your website. So what we're going to do is search for the app or the plugin called starter templates, like I just told you. Just like that, and we'll see it appear as the first one right here. We click on install now, and then activate. Perfect. And so once you click on activate, you'll be taken to your installed page. There's only 2 under plugins. This is like the app store, and then this is just where all of the plugins you have are. So you'll see all of the plugins that you have installed on your website. That's just a list. So we're gonna go over to starter templates right here, and we click on get started. Or if at any point you wanna look at templates, you can go to the appearance tab, and then now you'll see starter templates is available. So let's just click on get started, and it's gonna open up starter templates. From here, you can choose to use AI Website Builder or the classic starter templates. If you click on AI Website Builder, you gotta go create an account with ZipWP and then you can build with AI. We're just gonna choose an actual template that's already built rather than letting AI do it. So once you click on that, and this is a very important step, you're gonna wanna go up here to the top right corner and switch to Elementor right here, because Elementor is the page builder that we're gonna be using for this tutorial. So after you've selected Elementor, you can go ahead and scroll through all of the website templates that they have available. And there's a ton of them, by the way. You can just keep going. Whenever you want to view one of these templates, you can just click on it like this, and you'll get a full website preview right here on the right-hand side. And whenever it decides to load, there we go. So this is the website preview, and you can interact with it by clicking on the different pages. So this is the about page and all of that stuff. And then on the left-hand side is where you can choose some customization settings, like you can change the color of the website. So now everything's changing to orange or red, and you can change the font, as you can see. So I'll let you guys play around with those. I'm gonna click on the X to go back. You have all these tabs that you can look through to determine, maybe you're a hotel or you're a real estate agent who needs a website. They've got templates for everything. I'm just gonna click on the tab of e-commerce, and you guys can scroll through all of these e-commerce websites. Some of them are premium that you have to pay for the premium version, and then some of them are free like this where they don't say premium. And we're gonna be using one right here called Cycle Shop because I think this one looks really cool. So click on it and you get to view it. And again, on the left-hand side, you've got all the different fonts and colors. So what I'm going to do is select blue for the color, and then I'm going to select this bottom center text right here. Those are the 2 that I want to go with. You can also upload your site logo right here if you already have it, but I'm going to show you guys how to do that later in the video, as well as how to get one for free. So I don't need to do it right now. Anyways, it's going to download the default template that comes with the default logo that comes with the template. So we're good. Click on continue. It's going to ask if you want any additional features. I'm just going to say skip. And then lastly, you don't have to tell yourself or tell them about you. All you got to do is just click on submit and build my website. But I'm going to uncheck the share non-sensitive data because it's just my personal decision. You guys can leave it on if you want. And then click on submit and build my website. And so this might take a second. Usually it takes me, about a minute to download a template. So I'll just cut to when it's done. Perfect, and congratulations, your website is ready to go. You can either click on Visit Dashboard and it'll take you back to your WordPress dashboard, or click on View Your Website, and it's gonna open up a preview of your website, which is really cool. And so now we're looking at a preview generated by Hostinger. So by the way, if you ever get this notification, it's because your website's still propagating or something happened to your domain name. So really fast, I'm just gonna go over here and click on refresh and see if the status of my domain name has changed. It has not, so it's active. I'm not sure why it's saying I have a preview in my domain right here. But anyways, regardless, we have the website downloaded. Now, sometimes you'll notice that the pictures aren't propagating in the background for some reason. I have no idea why. It happens every once in a while. It's just a glitch. You can either go back and try and re-download the template, or you can just go ahead and start editing the website with Elementor and put your own pictures in the background anyways. You really don't need the pictures. But anyways, that's just for y'all's information. But if you ever want to view your website, you'll just go to the top left corner like this, hover your mouse over your website name, and you can either click on it or do what I do and open on a new tab. That way I always have a dashboard to go back to. But again, if you guys wanted to redown the template, you totally can. I'll try and do it off camera and see if it fixes it. If not, it might be a caching issue or something like that. Glitches always happen when you build websites. You just have to kind of work through them. But regardless, that is how you install a template to your domain. All right, friends, for the final step in chapter 1, we're going to be diving into customizing your site. We're going to use Elementor, which is a drag and drop builder that makes the design adjustments intuitive and engaging. First, we're going to explore and personalize your site with Elementor. You'll learn how to move and adjust elements on all of your pages, giving your site a unique look that matches your brand. Next, we're going to focus on customizing the header and footer of your website. This is where you'll define your site's navigation as well as add essential information that will be visible across all of the pages on your website. And lastly, after all of that, we're going to ensure that your site looks great on all viewing devices by optimizing the mobile responsiveness. This means that you're adjusting the layout so that it's user-friendly and visually appealing on smartphones, tablets, laptops, and also a desktop view. And all of this is just parts of customizing your site. So let's go ahead and get started and transform your site into something that truly stands out. So in order to open Elementor to start customizing your website, we're gonna go up to our website name again, and we're gonna open it on a new tab. And I always like opening a new tab so that I have another tab to bounce back to. By the way, just now noticing, right here it says preview in my domain. So when it says preview, that's actually the same thing. I don't know why it says active right here, because normally it would say pending if my domain was still propagating. However, even though it says active, it looks like my domain is also still propagating. So that being the case, you can still completely work in the backend of your website with this preview, and all of the changes you made are going to be transferred to your actual domain name when it's finally done propagating. But when you open up your website on a new tab, for example, when it says this is a preview of your website, don't worry, it's totally fine. Click on the little X in the corner. So again, whenever you click right here, it opens your website like this on a new tab. And you can scroll through it and you can take a look at everything and interact with whatever you want, right? In order to edit with Elementor, we're going to click on Edit with Elementor right here in your admin ribbon. This ribbon does not show up unless you're logged into your admin account right here. So that's the only reason it's there. Click on Edit with Elementor, and that's how you can start working on your website. Now, just in case that tab isn't there, you can also go to the Pages tab just like this, open it on a new tab, and you can go to your home page. Again, this is just a list of all of the pages on your website. You can go to the home page and click on Edit with Elementor right here. It'll take you to the same place. And once you're inside of Elementor, we can close out of these two tabs right here. And now, oh my God, another tab saying it's a preview. But now we're finally inside of Elementor. And so what's weird is inside of Elementor, I can see the bicycle image right here. But whenever we're not inside of Elementor, for some reason, the pictures are not displaying. And maybe that has to do with the fact that it's a preview of the website. I'm not sure. Again, glitches happen and you can't always anticipate them. So I like showing them in the tutorials just to show you guys, how I work through them. But anyways, you can at least see all the pictures in the background. And this is what it looks like. It does this cool parallax effect. When we downloaded the template, it's got all these cool pictures in the back. So it doesn't just come normally with everything black. I don't know why it was doing that. Again, it's fine. Anyways, so let me walk you guys through Elementor. You'll notice that I have all these things that kind of like show up whenever I'm hovering over different objects and stuff like that. Let me explain how Elementor works first, and then we'll kind of work on customizing the site together. So first of all, everything in Elementor can be put into containers. You'll see whenever I hover my mouse over these 6 dots right here, it says Edit Container. Whenever I edit these 6 dots right here, it says Edit Container. You've got your main background container, which is this pink tab right here that goes all the way around the edge, as you can see. So every time I hover over this area, you'll see how this section has this pink box all the way around like this. That's because this is this container. This also is a container right here, and you'll see it's got the pink box all the way around it that keeps appearing. I call them sections of the website. Like this is the new arrival section. This is the hero section. These are like services or like, product lines or something sections. This is a why choose us section. You'll have like an about section, a call to action section, if that makes any sense. So the background container always has like these 6 dots. You can press the plus button to add a new one. You can delete, and then you can edit the container, right? Inside of this big pink container, you can put little containers. And as you can see, it's this gray dotted line right here. And so these gray containers, they stack horizontal or vertical, depending on what you want. But basically just think if you ever want to make a group setting to like all of these options, put them all inside of a container. And now I just click on this container and I can make some changes to it, like column width and all of that stuff. Otherwise, you can literally just throw these elements inside of a container, like the big container, and that's totally fine. Basically just think of containers as a place where you can add multiple things to change all of it with one little setting. But you can see that there's an inside container right here. And inside of the container, there, there's elements. And so this is like a heading element. So if I hover my mouse over it, it'll say edit heading. This is a button element. So if I hover my mouse, it'll say edit button. Same thing if I click on it, you'll see it says edit button right up here in the top left. This is a heading text. So this is to edit the heading. This is icon list. So it says icon list. And then this is another heading. In Elementor, you have containers and you have elements. Containers, you can just add as many of these as you want. Elements, you have to click on the little plus button right here, and these are all the elements you have available. There's a lot of them. You'll notice the lock icon, and that's because these are on the pro version. We're using only the free version in this tutorial. So I'm going to show you guys how to use all of these for free. And then down below pro, like if you toggle it like this, I have all of these other general widgets that are also free that I can use. And that's what we're going to use to build this website. The only money you're going to spend is at the beginning, getting your domain name and hosting for $30 or around there. After that, everything is going to be free. So these are all of your widgets or elements that you can just drag in. And here's the drag and drop I was talking about. If I want a picture, I just drag it in, and wherever that pink line is where it's going to go. It's pretty obvious. And now I've got a picture, and I could click on it and add a picture really fast. You don't have to follow along. I'm just kind of showing you. Let's just pick a random picture, and now I have a picture on my website. It's literally that simple. If you want to delete it, you just right click on it and say, make sure you're editing the image that you want to delete, and then say delete, right? Because if I right click on this, it says edit heading. If you want to change text on your website, you literally just click on the text, and you'll see I can start typing directly onto my website, which is really nice. Same thing is over here. So you'll see it says newly launched right here. Oops, Controller Command Z. You see how it says newly launched? Over here it says newly launched, and that's under the content tab. So if I also type over here, you'll see that it appears on my website. So it's basically just two places, same thing. You also have this heading right here, and again, you just click on it and you can start typing. Click on this one, you can type on the website page, or you can type in the title box right over here. So that's how you can kind of make changes to your website. So I've already covered containers and elements and widgets and all of that stuff. Now let's talk about what this bar is and what all of this is. Whenever you click on an item that you want to edit, like this heading up here, you always have three tabs: a content or layout tab, you have a style tab, and an advanced tab. I say content or layout because sometimes it's layout, sometimes it's content, depending on whatever you're editing, whichever one of these. Like for example, if I put a gallery in here just as an example, just to show you, it's still content. I thought that would be layout to decide the layout of the gallery, but some widgets say layout and some of them say content. It doesn't really matter. But whenever I'm editing something, I've got the content tab, which edits the content inside of the element. So if this is text, then I'm editing the content, which is the text, right? The style tab changes things like typography. So this is how you can change your font, the size, the weight, transform it to uppercase if you want to. You can change letter spacing, you can change color, you can change alignment. So you're changing the style of the element. And then the advanced tab just has a bunch of advanced settings that we usually don't touch when I'm doing tutorials for beginners, but you will maybe touch the margins and padding a little bit. And all that does is, for example, if I want to add some padding on the bottom of this widget, I can just add on the bottom like this. And now there's some extra space. There's padding in between this element and this element right here. Right? Let me go ahead and zero that out so I undo it. That's really the only thing we're going to touch in the advanced tab. So you've got those three tabs. You also have this ribbon up on top. You click on the plus button right here, and that's to show all the elements that you can drag into your website, right? You click right here, and this is site settings. You're not really going to touch anything inside of your site settings for this tutorial, but I just wanted to show you that this is where it is. You also have the structure tab, which is grayed out, so we don't need to talk about that right now. In the center, we have our mobile responsive mode, which is the last step of this entire tutorial. So I'll show you guys how to do that later. And then over here on the right-hand side, we've got the preview changes button, which if I click on it, opens a preview of your website with all of the changes that you're doing, so you can see how it's looking. And then over here, we have the publish button, which anytime you hit the publish button, it will publish all of the changes that you just made in here live and save your work. So you'll see me hit the publish button all the time. Okay, so now that you know how to use Elementor, click on the X button to exit out of the site settings right there. But now that you know how to use Elementor, let's go ahead and start working on updating the website together. So I'm going to click on Publish to Save, and we'll move on. Again, you guys know how to change text. So right here, you could change the text from newly launched. Because this is a tutorial, I'm not going to change all of the text on this entire website because it's meant to just be an example for you. You're going to put in your own text for whatever your business is. So if you're not selling a Cairo bicycle, for example, which I doubt you are, this is going to be a tech website for my example. And so if I want to build a tech website, maybe I want to say that this is, instead of saying Cairo, maybe I put a picture of a graphics card in the background, and then I say this is a, the X300 or like the NVIDIA 4070 Ti or something like that. You can change the text for whatever product you're selling, or just make this your company name. You know, you could literally say CAPW, and then I could put in an enter over here, and I could say, well, actually, if you type on your website and hit enter, it's fine. And you'll notice over here, it has to put a dash or a caret, BR caret for break. So I would just type over here and you can hit enter. And then you would say CAPW graphics cards, and that's the name of my company. And I'm making a fake company, obviously. This isn't going to be real, but you could put the name of your business right here if you wanted to, for example. And then down below that, we have these icons, which if you want to say specifications, you would say specifications for the product. But for example, if I'm saying my company name, and this is going to be a picture of something else, maybe instead of specifications, I could say benefits or items on sale or something. You just say whatever you want right here and then list out whatever those things are. In order to do that, you can click on the icon list to edit it, and you'll see the first one is lightweight 18. There's lightweight 18. Second one is steel suspension, steel suspension, steel hardtail, steel hardtail, steel hardtail. There we go. So you'll see it's very easy to understand what to click on if you want to change something. So if I want to change lightweight, for example, click on it, and I can literally change the text right here. For example, I could start typing, and there's the text. If I want to change the icon, I would click on the icon right here, and that's how you would change that little bullseye to something else like burn. And then I could change that little icon if I wanted to. And then we can click on that. You can click on the other one, change the text in the icon, and same thing. This is a duplicate button, so it duplicates, so it might be a little faster. X is to delete, and then you can add an item, which adds a general item. So for example, if I wanted to create another line with the same bullet point, instead of saying add item and then having to go check it for the new icon, I could just duplicate and then just change the name, you know? Something like that, for example. So I'm going to leave all of this the same because I don't really care to change the text just because this is a tutorial. I just wanted to change it or show you how to change the text. So next we have the button. You click on the button right here and you have text and the link. That's really all a button is text and a link. For the text, you literally just type right here. Instead of saying buy now, you know, you could say learn more, and now the button lets you learn more. And then you would want to have this link somewhere, maybe to your shop page or something like that. But under the link tab, this is where you would put the link wherever you want to go. For example, if I put www.youtube.com, then this link would take me to YouTube whenever I clicked on the button. So whatever URL you put right here is where the button will take them. It's really self-explanatory. Other than that, you don't need to know the style tab because the button automatically takes the same color as all of the other buttons. And we chose our color at the beginning when we downloaded the template. So you don't need to know any of that. Just change the text and the link and you're done. Click on publish to save your work. The last thing is changing the background. You can click on the 6 dots right here or just right click out here in the open and say edit container because we're editing the background container. So if you want to edit the background image, we have to edit the background container, right? So under background container or just container, we would go over to the style tab and then you'll see there's the picture that's being displayed. You can click and change it to whatever you want. What I'm going to do is upload my own pictures. So you would click on upload files right here, select files, and then I can pull from my computer. So I can come in here and grab all my images, and you'll notice I have a ton of images here. I'm just gonna highlight them all, except for the folder, and click on open, and that way it's gonna upload all of my images at once. So I'll just go ahead and cut to when this is done because this is gonna take a second. All right, so all of the images have finally uploaded. And again, I just do that so that now they're all inside my media library and I immediately have access to all of the pictures that I uploaded, as opposed to always having to upload from my computer one at a time. So that's perfectly fine. And then once you upload them all, you can still just select the one image you want for your background, click on select, and there you have it. Now we have a much cooler image in the background that's obviously related to graphics cards, which you can see it down here at the bottom, but you know, you get the idea. So now we've changed the background, we've changed the text, and we've learned buttons and everything like that. But one thing I want to do actually is change this from having enters. I kind of want it to be like 2 lines instead of 3. So let's do CAPW graphics cards. I'm going to go to the style tab and click on typography. And I'm going to increase the size until I have it like this. I think that looks a little bit better than 3 lines right there. And then also just a heads up, learn more as an example, but now I'm realizing that I'd want it to actually say something as like a call to action, like, hey, shop now. So shop all products. Anyways, this is, I think, the best way we're going to do the hero section, so we can go ahead and start to move on. I'm going to click on publish to save my work, and then we can scroll on down. Now, also, by the way, you see how all the images are displaying, and I also don't have preview in my domain name. I realized off camera what the problem was, and I had to go to hosting or dashboard, and I was talking with tech support to get it fixed. And so now my website's fixed. It says active, and it actually is active. It was actually an error that was going on in the back end, but they were really helpful to help me fix it. So again, off camera, I was able to take care of that so it no longer says preview which is nice. And so now whenever I preview the website, by the way, all of the images are actually displaying now, which was being caused by that error that was going on. So now they're not grayed out. I actually have pictures. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Yours should not have that issue. I haven't had that issue happen in a very long time, so no big deal. Now that the hero section's done, we can go ahead and move on to the rest of the website. First thing I'm going to do is just change this text, which you guys already know how to do. Just click and type. I'm going to change it to featured products. And then obviously, whatever you're saying you're going to display, you need to make sure you display. So let's click on this, which is short code, and we're going to change bicycles to featured products. Make sure you put the little dash right there because this is code, but this is basically a category that we haven't created yet. But in chapter 2 of this video, I'm going to create that category and put products into it, and then they're going to display. So for right now, we're just going to have to settle for not having any products displaying because we haven't even created any products yet. So for now, just make sure you change it to featured products right there. And later in the video, I'll come back and show you guys how to make sure this works. But for now, we're just going to say featured products right here. Next, we have these really cool title cards where you can show off different types of products. All you got to do is change the text and the picture. So first I can edit the container like this, or click on the 6 dots, go to the style tab, and I can change the background image to be whatever I want, similar to the hero section, which we just did. And so I'm looking for a specific picture, wherever it is, there it is, and I'll say select image. And now I have a graphics card in the background. So let's go ahead and change this text to say graphics card. Perfect. And so now you can discover the collection, which is all the graphics cards on my website. These could be benefits that you list out, and then they can click on explore. And when they click that button, it would take them to the graphics card category where they can just shop for all the graphics cards. By the way, if you don't have a bunch of free images for your website, you can always open up a new tab, not WeTransfer. You can go to unsplash.com just like this, and you'll see that you have a ton of free images. You can go to the search bar and look for things like tech. And by the way, make sure you hit license and click on free. And now this is where I got all of the same images that you're seeing I'm using for this website. This is where I got all these pictures for free. And so you can literally search for whatever you want. And these are all free images that you can use on your website. They're just stock images. Click on load more and you can just get a whole bunch of free stuff. If you don't have images, you can always go to Unsplash and download a bunch. That's all I did was I just looked for tech images and I'm using the pictures that are applicable to whatever I'm saying. But anyways, these are just benefits. And when you click on it, it says icon list. It's identical to this icon list right here that we just changed. So again, if I want Officina or Officia or whatever to be second, I drag it and now it's second. You can duplicate, delete, add items, and when you click on it, this is how you change the text. I wouldn't recommend changing the bullet point because it's just bullet points. I don't really think you need to change it unless you want it to be chevrons or arrows or something like that. But that being the case, the only thing we would have to do, which we have to do later, because again, similar to this section, we haven't actually created a category. You'd want to go in here and actually select your category. But for now, we'll just leave it blank. This section is just to show you how to customize your website to make it look branded. Later in chapter 2, I'm going to show you guys how to link buttons and categories and products and all of that stuff. So that one looks good. Let's do the same thing for the next section, which you already know how to do this. So I'm going to move a little bit faster. Let's choose this picture right here. And this will be the RAM category. So this is like if I'm selling RAM sticks. Oh, and it just disappeared on me again. Just like that. And then we can also change this next one. So I'll edit the container, go to the style tab, and we'll change this to gaming keyboards. And again, all I'm doing is just changing these to say what I want, to display. Gaming keyboards. Okay, so now we have all 3 sections ready to go. And that was it. We just changed the background picture and some text, and now it looks completely different. So with that being out of the way, I click on publish to save my work. And we can move on. Next, we have why choose Cairo, which instead we're going to say CAPW. Why choose and then put your company name? CAPW graphics cards. Well, maybe it's because we sell lightweight products. We give a lifetime warranty. Maybe instead of the biggest service network, we say something like great customer service. Maybe this says, and again, you can just type on screen, highest quality parts. And maybe this one would say something like fastest shipping, or maybe you say quickest turnaround times or something like that. So this is just giving you guys an idea. You can change the text and then change the picture to represent whatever the text is. So maybe these parts, these motherboards are lightweight parts. I don't know. For lifetime warranty, you would want a picture. Oh, by the way, I'm clicking on the little gray container. Not this, because if you click on this and go to the style tab, there's no picture because we need the background image of this container, which would be right here. So this container, style tab, and this is how you change the background image. This one says, what are we doing right here? This is lifetime warranty. You'd want something that screams warranty, but I don't really have a picture that shows like warranty or whatever. But this one, great customer service. Let's take that picture of that guy, that engineer that I have. So, great customer service, and here's the guy smiling. Highest quality parts, I need a picture of some parts. So I'll go to my style tab again, and I can choose parts like this. That looks really cool. And then fast shipping. I don't really have a picture for shipping, so again, I'm just gonna pick a random image. This one maybe? I don't know. Click select. You get the idea. You want the picture like this one, say customer service. You want a picture of a customer service representative or like a employee that you have. Just make it intuitive to whatever you're saying the title is. But that's how you customize that section. Click on publish to save your work. Scroll on down more and we have another featured product section similar to this one up here. We're gonna do the same thing, but this time, instead of explore accessories, we'll say explore our graphics cards. And then we would need to make this obviously a graphics card section. So instead of accessories, we'll say graphics cards, just like this. And this being the case, what's happening is, again, we created well, we haven't created a category, but we're calling on a category that we haven't created yet. Because spoiler alert, I'm going to show you guys how to create this exact category called graphics cards in chapter 2. So it's basically identical to this section. We're just going to leave it blank like this, and we'll have some products display when we actually create them, but we haven't even created them yet. So moving on, we'll click on publish to save our work. We've got this next section, which is like a promotional for like a video or whatever, so you can watch the full video. You just edit the container, like this gray container right here, and you can change the picture that's like the video cover. And so we can just pick whatever picture we want. For example, let's just use this one, because it looks like he's taking a course, which obviously that's a calendar, but you know what I mean. So go ahead and take the full course. We can just call this like, I don't know, sign up for the course. I'm going to go to the style tab, typography, transform to capitalize. That way I capitalize all my words. There's a little cheat for you, by the way, but there you go. And then we would also want to say join the program. Maybe you actually say sign up for the course, but I'll just leave it for now. It's not like it matters that much in the grand scheme of things, because this is a fake website, but you get the idea. Click on publish to save your work, and that is how you would customize this section right here. And then obviously watch full video. You might want to click on this text right here and paste a link, or if they say join the program, they can go and watch the full link. So you would either have a link to the video in this button, so when they click on it, it would take them to the page that has the video where they can watch it. Or you can click on the text right here, and right underneath the title, you can paste the link right here. Or you can click on the icon and paste the link right here. No matter what, basically wherever you want them to be able to click and watch the video is probably where you want to actually have the link. Or you can have it in all three places. It's up to you. But we'll scroll on down, and we finally have a call to action section. And call to actions are very common at the bottom of the website because you want to tell them, hey, go buy stuff right now. And if they say, nah, and they start scrolling through your website and they're looking through and reading, and then they finally get to the bottom, you want to remind them at the bottom, hey, go buy something. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So for your call to action, you usually want this text right here to say a feeling, and then this text down below to say how to get that feeling. So for example, this would say something like, I don't know, have the gaming experience you deserve, and then the text down here would say, by buying our premium gaming keyboard with low latency mouses and, high quality, top performing graphics cards or something like that. And then the button would say shop now. So they would, oh, I want to have the best gaming experience. I'm going to go buy all those things. That's kind of what you're going for here. Also, I can click on this text right here, go to the style typography, and let's transform it to capitalize again. That way it capitalizes all my words. Maybe the all new, you could just say something like experience excellence or something. I don't know. Go to the style tab and we could reduce the size just a smidge so it looks like a subtitle. And then we can also transform it to maybe uppercase. Nah, I think it needs to just be capitalized like the rest of it. Yeah, that looks good. And then of course this shop button, you'd want it to go to the cycle shop, which is not correct. So let's just type in shop right here. And Elementor is going to search for any pages that are titled shop, which this one is right here. And then now this button is linked up to our shop, by the way. Same thing for this hero section. Click on the button and you can type in shop and have it linked to the shop page just like this. We can click on publish to save our work, and we're done customizing the home page. And so we can click on the little eyeball to preview the website. And so this is what our website looks like. It looks fantastic. I really like the futuristic electronic look that it has. Again, anytime someone clicks on this button now that we actually linked it to our shop page, whenever they click on it, it's going to go straight to the shop page where they can look for any products they want. Now, obviously, this still has all of the default dummy content from the template, which was a bicycle store. I'm going to show you how to delete all of these and create our own products later in chapter 2. So for now, just think of them as placeholders to show you this is what the store page looks like. But regardless, go back to the home page. You've got the home page done. We've got featured products, which will display right here. We have these really cool categories that display. Then we have like a why choose us, and we have all of these benefits, like maybe not benefits, but they're like our selling points points, like we have lightweight products, they're high quality, great service, fast shipping, blah, blah, blah. More products that we're going to display later on, similar to the featured product section, which, by the way, this says graphics cards. You might want this button to also link to, because as you can see, it's not linking to anything. We might also want this button to link to that graphics cards category that we're pulling from. So if you want to view all the graphics cards, you'd want to put in that category, but I can't search it yet because we haven't even created it. So again, later in the video, we'll link up all the buttons and stuff like that. But moving on, we have the video section, and then we finally have a call to action at the bottom. So I think the home page is looking good, but what about the about and contact page? If I click on about page, it's still all about bicycles, and same with the contact page. It's still all about bicycles, and there isn't even a contact form. So how do we get over there? Well, from inside of Elementor, and this came with a recent update, which is amazing, by the way, all you have to do is click on the home button right up here in the center, and you can switch over to the about page or the contact page. So let's switch over to the about page. And so now we're customizing the about page inside of Elementor. Okay, so yeah, now that being said, we already know how to use Elementor a little bit because you guys have been watching so far. So what I'm going to do is just start kind of going a little bit faster. So first of all, who are we? We've got a picture of these guys. I mean, you can just edit the container, go to the style tab, and again, just change the picture to be something like this. So who are we? We're a good company that works really hard, and here's a video of our production. We can edit the background and change the picture as well, because those are the first two glaring differences, right? And we can change this to like a picture of somebody working on something like this, which you're not really going to see in the background, but obviously the focus is right here. So who are we? This is a video. And then next we have explore the stories. These are like blog posts, I'm assuming, that they are kind of producing or whatever, but I'm assuming they're not even linked to anything. Yeah, they're not linked to anything. Instead of having all of this, you could just create an about section instead. So let's actually do that. We're going to click on the X button right here to delete this entire section, because I'm not going to show you guys how to do blog posts. We'll delete that section, click on the plus button right here, and then click on the little S right here. And we're going to create a block. So instead of clicking on a page, we'll go to the blocks page, and we can search for an about page, or an about section, I suppose. And we can just search for something that looks pretty good. Maybe something like this. I think this looks really good, but let's maybe search for the white version, which is right here. Click on it, and you can see what it looks like, and then we can import the block, just like this. And once you do that, click on the little X button, and so now we have a brand new section right here, which is like a little about section. We can change the picture to have a picture of, let's just have a picture of someone working on a computer. So now that we have a picture of somebody over here, you can type in this text to say something like, meet the team or something like that. Change the text right here. You guys already know how to change text by just clicking and typing. So you can insert your own about section here. But now that we have this text right here, we actually don't even need this section. So you can just click on the X button. And so now you have this about section right here. Scroll on down. It looks like this is more of that blog, the blog category. So we could just delete it again. So we've got who are we? And maybe you have a video that shows your company. Scroll on down. We've got meet the team. Scroll on down a little more. We've got our process, and you can show like fast quality, we ship really quickly, fast turnaround. We do this, great sales and service. You guys can have some benefits right here. And again, it's really simple. You guys just click and you see idea and concept right here. You can either click here and type, or you literally just click and type right there, right? Same thing, this company or this template thinks you have a ton of videos for your business. But if you don't, that's okay. You can just completely delete this section and just have a call to action. So it's a very simple about page. And again, this, all you got to do is just change the text to have your call to action text, and then change the background image. So let me change the background image to something like this, which is what I used on the last one. And we can click on select. And this is where you would say, try out our amazing customer service here, and then shop now or something like that. That's how you edit or customize your about page. So click on publish to save your work. And then lastly, we need to swap over to the contact page. And you see how fast I'm moving here because you guys already kind of know what I'm clicking on. But it's so easy to edit websites inside of Elementor. Once you guys know how to change these background images by just right-clicking out here and saying edit container, you go to the style tab. It's so easy to just come in here and say, get in contact with us. So I'll have a picture of the guy. Go back to the layout tab, and we're going to change the minimum height. We're just going to increase it. So something like this. So you actually see the guy's face a little bit, and then click on publish to save. Next, you have this map, which basically shows where the address is of your store. So if you have a brick and mortar store as well as an online store, maybe you want to click here on the pencil in the top right corner to edit the Google Maps and literally just put in your address for your company. For me, I can go ahead and put in Austin, Texas. and you'll see that it's going to ping Austin, Texas, and I can zoom out a little bit, so maybe like 10, and now it shows, hey, we serve the Austin area, for example. And then you can also drag this to make it a little bit taller or shorter, however you want to do it, and click publish. That's how you enter your address to have that displayed on the map. Scroll on down and you have these 3 icons, which is like your address, I don't know, phone numbers and stuff like that. Click on it, and if you want to change this, you can click on the icon, and if you want to change the text, you just change it right here and right here. Scroll on down a little bit further, click on this gray box. All you have to do is just select the contact form, and now you have a contact form available. That's literally how easy it is. And then on the right-hand side, again, you can just click and change the text wherever you want. So this is where you would put in your hours. This is where you would put in your location, similar to the one that you have right here for Austin. You would maybe just say location is serving the Austin area, or we serve, you know, all of the United States or something like that. And then contact is where you would put in your contact, like your phone and email. So really simple. Click on publish to save your work. Okay, the last thing I want to show you in customizing your website, because we've already customized the entire site, is the contact form. Let me show you guys how to make sure that this goes to your email. Go back to your dashboard, which again, always have another tab to bounce back to, because if you don't, you have to click here, click exit to WordPress, and then you're no longer going to have Elementor up and running. But this will take you to your WordPress dashboard. From here, we're going to go to WP Forms and open up all the forms like this. And this is just a list of all of the contact forms that you have available on your website. We only have one, and it's the contact form. And that's what we just selected when we selected contact form right here. So if you go over here, that's the contact form. So if we click on edit, we're going to use WP Forms, which is also drag and drop, to edit the contact form. So for example, if I want to add a phone number field, I would just drag and drop phone number in here. And now I have a phone number field, right? So I have first name, phone number, email, and message. You can click on it, and it looks like all of these have the little hidden icon saying that the field is hidden. See how it doesn't have the label on top saying name? Instead, it has placeholder text. Well, let's go ahead and customize this one to look like these. Well, for numbers, the label is numbers, but what I would do is go to the advanced tab and I would hide the label. And so now it's hidden, right? And then next, for numbers, it looks like the size is medium, and that's why it's cut off. Let's change that to large, and now it's full screen. And then lastly, we just need the placeholder text. Just like it says first name and last name, this one should say phone number. So right on placeholder text, just like that, it says phone number. And then also, for example, maybe we need the email to be required. Click on it, and under the general tab, you can have the little required tick mark, which has the little asterisk, and then click on save. Now, if we refresh our page on Elementor, you'll see that now our contact form has been updated with the phone number field. And this is where I can put in a phone number. And I can't click on send message until I enter my email address. Remember how I made this a required field? If they try and hit enter and they didn't put their email, it would say, oop, it would highlight it in red and say, you have to put in your email address. Okay, so back inside of the builder, the last thing I want to show you is go to the settings tab and go to notifications. Right here is your admin email address. It's using shortcode to pull your admin email from your WordPress account. Just to be safe though, make sure you just put in your actual email, just like this. And so now whenever someone fills out this contact form, it's going to send all of this information. So the name, number, email, and message. It'll send all of that information to your email. So just click on save. And then you can also change how the email looks. So email subject line, it's going to say new entry, simple contact form. You could instead say something like your business name, new contact entry. And that way, you know, whenever you see an email pop up that says this in the subject line, you know, oh, someone just used my contact form. And then you can say the from name, which is Cycle Shop. You're going to want to change that to your company name. So let's change that now. So it'll say that it's from this person. And then the from email, you can just use as the same admin email if you want, but it's completely up to you, by the way. Click on save in the top right corner and you're done. You can click on the little X and it takes you back to your dashboard, but that's why I have a tab open so I can just close out of the tab. And now, whenever someone fills out this information and clicks on send message, you're done. It'll go straight to your email. So that is how you customize your website inside of Elementor. So for example, now if I open up my website on a new tab and someone goes to my domain name, this is what they're going to see. A completely customized website that looks absolutely fantastic and professional. Go to the About page, looks good. Go to the Contact page, still looks great. Awesome. And then obviously you have the bicycles and accessories, which this is a category and this is a category on the shop page. So I'm going to show you guys how to change this in the very next thing that we do. Okay, so now that our website's done, I'm going to show you guys the header as well as the footer of your website, which is all of this downstairs. And then after that, we'll talk about mobile responsiveness, which which we shouldn't have to do too much to, so this step's about to be done. But anyways, we are gonna go from this website page. Again, just open up your website on a new tab, so it looks like this. Instead of clicking on Edit with Elementor, we're gonna click on Customize. You can also get to this exact same location by going to the Appearance tab and then clicking on Customize right here. It's the exact same thing. But this is the Astra theme, so this is what we're gonna use to customize the header as well as the footer. So let me go back up to the top. First of all, let's talk about the logo. Let me show you guys really fast how to get a logo for free. Literally just go to logo.com, and this is the website we're going to use. All you're going to do is sign in and create an account, which I already have an account with them. So you guys just have to go in there and sign in with Google or give them your email and password. It doesn't really matter. Just create an account. It's really easy to do and it's free. And then from here, what you're going to do is go over here to your logos under brand, and then you can click on create new logo. And as you can see, I use this for a few of my tutorials to show you guys how to make logos for free. And actually, you'll see that I already have a logo right here that I'm going to use for today's tutorial, but we can click on create new logo right here. And this is what you would go through the steps. So enter your business name. So CAPW graphics cards. Enter your slogan. Not sure if I even spelled that wrong. Don't really care. And then after that, you put in your industry, which I'll just say technology. Oh my gosh, if I can use the right keyboards, there we go, or keys. And then I'll say my industry is technology because I'm selling, technology. Click on next. It's gonna ask you to add some keywords, which is gonna incorrectly pull from your logo name or your business name. So I'm gonna take off that and graph and cards, and we'll say graphics, tech, gaming, and I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking of these off the top of my head. We only get 5, so I could say something like technology, I guess. There we go. All right, so we have 5, click next. And then it's going to automatically generate with AI a whole bunch of logos that you get to pick from. You guys can choose whichever one you want. Let's just pick one randomly that I think looks decent. This one looks pretty good. It looks modern and technological or whatever. You click on customize once you pick one, and then you can change everything about it. So the background color, I'm going to change to white, and then you can change the text by clicking on it. You can change the text right here, and it's got multicolor on right now, so you can change the other colors. Let me hit the X button. We'll go back to colors. You can click on whatever element you want and change the color. So I could change this to blue, for example, because that's the color of my website, and it's automatically going to change the text color, which is nice. Honestly, there's not much change that I need to make to this. I would basically just say get the logo just like this. And again, you guys can change the icon as well. So right now it's this computer thing or whatever this is, but you could click on the hat, for example, and choose a hat. Like this, and so now it's a hat. Makes no sense, but there you go. I'm gonna use this little circuit thing, whatever that is. You can remove the icon and just have text. So, you guys can play around with this, but once you guys are kind of done playing around with it, those are some of the basic things. It's just changing color and then changing the text if you want. But once you're ready to go, you click on Get Logo in the top right corner, say Exit. Wait, you need to upgrade to save more logos. Ha, that's funny. So it looks like with my account, I already have created 5 logos for free, so I can't do it. But you'll be able to do this because you have a free account. It's your first one. And luckily, I created it off camera, so I can use this. But anyways, when you create an account with them, I didn't know this, but you only get 5 free logos. And I've already used this for, it looks like, a few tutorials on my channel. But regardless, you'll be able to do it. So I'll click on this one. Let's see, delete an existing. Let's just delete this one. Continue. And I'm going to replace it. Continue. So it looks like I only get 5, but you can delete them. That's kind of nice. But once you guys, with your fresh account, click on Get Logo, you should be taken to a page that looks like this. From here, you just click on Download. And then from here, you want to go to the high resolution logo with a transparent background. And you'll click on download, and it should instantly send it to your computer, as you can see. Ignore this, you can say exit, but you've already downloaded it completely for free. Now, I would recommend doing the exact same process, but this time editing it where all the text is white. That way you have 2 different versions of your logo. So let me show you. The logo that I'm using that I created off camera in preparation for this video was these 2. So as you can see, this is what the logo looks like. Whoops. This is what it looks like. And then I also created one with white text that you cannot see. But that's because if you look at our website, we have a really dark background. So you want white text so it pops off. But then other parts of your website, by the way, like when you go to the store, is going to be a white header. Or blue. I think it's blue. There you go. So you want to have a different logo for both, just in case you chose to have white for the transparent logo, or for the non-transparent logo. But regardless, what I'm going to do is just leave it at that, because now you guys know how to download it. So I'm going to click on Exit. I already have my logo ready to go. So once you guys created your logo and you're ready, let's go ahead and switch that out first. We'll go over to the header builder. And then from here, we're going to click on Site Title and Logo. And then from here, what you're going to want to do is look for logo, and here's the bicycle. You can say remove or just click on change logo. It's the same thing. And let's upload those 2 files that we created, which I just have to go up one. So let's go to downloads, these 2, open. So now I've got two logos available. The first one, the main logo, is going to be the black one. So this is going to be my main logo. So I'm going to click on select, skip the cropping so it uses the whole thing. And now you'll see that your logo's up here. It's going to be huge. At least I assume it is once it finishes loading. Publish to save my work, just to save it. Normally, whenever you paste it in here, the high resolution file, it's going to be massive. Yeah, it's definitely, oh, there we go. So usually it pastes in like this and you have to kind of reduce the size. It doesn't really matter, but we'll make it something like this. So 186. So like I said, the black is hard to read on a white background, but that's totally fine. Right now, what we just did was made sure that everywhere on the website it's black. And now we're going to set an exception. So everywhere on the website it's black, but on a transparent header, which this is transparent, I want it to be different. So click on transparent header, different transparent logo, and then it will use this logo anytime there's a transparent header, but it's going to use the black logo anytime it's on anything else. So select my image, we'll select the white one, skip the cropping. Oh, okay, it's going to automatically skip the cropping. There we go. And then you can change the height or the width of this logo as well. Publish to save your work. So now on a transparent header, it's going to use the white, but if I go to the store, for example, which is not transparent, it will use the black. There we go. Which normally you don't have a blue header, you would have like a white header. That's kind of standard for most websites, but of course you can have whatever color header you want. And the way that you change that is you go to site title and logo, design. Oh, okay, so it's not actually using that. So instead of logo, oh, you know what? It's probably this setting right here. You have to click on this setting, design, and there it is. I'm telling you, it's always buried somewhere. So you'll notice that this right here, all of our elements are in this middle bar right here. If I were to drag the menu up, you can have multiple bars inside of your header. So look at this. Now I have like a second one right here, as you can see, but I'm going to drop it. You can have a top, middle, and bottom, but you have to select the middle settings right here. And then you could change this to white if you really wanted to. But just so you know, if you change this to white, your white text is going to be really difficult to read. So that's totally up to you. So for example, if I change it to this, it's really hard to read. So I'll just leave it as the blue that we were using, which is this one, I think. There we go. So publish to save your work. But anyways, that's how you can set a regular logo to set up whenever it's not transparent. And then when it's transparent on your homepage, it will show the white one, which is kind of cool. There we go. Okay. So that is how you guys can edit the logo of your website. Oh, and before I forget, let's also talk about the site icon, which is right up here, this little icon on your tab. Go back into site title and logo, scroll to the very bottom, and you can use your site icon, which should be a square, but what I'm going to do is just crop my regular logo to use the blue lines. Select your logo. It doesn't really matter which one I choose. And this time when it asks to crop, I'm going to select just these blue squares. But see how it's like a square? So you probably want to create a different logo where everything fits into a square. It should be an icon, by the way, because as you can see, it's going to look like this. Click on crop. And now you'll see that in the top left corner, now my site icon displays, which is really cool. So publish to save your work. And then now you can click on your dashboard as soon as it's done loading, and you can refresh the page and you'll see that it's going to show up here as well. So that's how you can customize your little icon. I mean, whenever you go to YouTube, for example, YouTube has its little icon right here. So does everything else. So it's important to have your little icon. Speaking of which, we don't really need our hosting or dashboard anymore. I'm just going to close out of that. Okay, so that being the case, you already have your site icon, your logo. Let's talk about your navigation menu. So to edit your menu, you're going to go down here to menus down here. And then you're going to edit, there's all these different menus down below. We're going to edit the main menu, which is this one up here. And then you can see home, bicycle accessories, about contact, home, bicycle accessories, about contact. We're going to go ahead and remove bicycles and accessories. So click on add items and then a little X appears. Otherwise, if you don't have that open, you have to click on it and then click remove. And that's 2 clicks instead of having this open. And now I can just do 1 click. Boom, boom. And it removes both of those. Let's go ahead and add a shop page, which is our entire store. So click add, and we're going to move it in between home and about by just dragging it. Sorry, my computer's being a little slow. So now you'll see on the right-hand side, shop is in between home and about, which is really cool. And so once you're done adding items, which obviously we're under the pages tab right here. So if you were under a different tab, just make sure you went to pages and that's where you can see the shop page. But you can add everything. You can add categories like product categories, which is right, where is it? WooCommerce, product categories. So you know how they have bicycles as a category from the template? When we create graphics cards, we could put graphic cards into our navigation, but you can put a whole bunch of stuff in here, but you should really just keep it simple for now. I'll show you guys later when we create the products, how to add those to the menu. For now, this is good. So we can click on publish to save our work. And that is how you can adjust your navigation menu to have your shop button at the top. And we can close out And then honestly, I wouldn't touch this because you already have your checkout button or your cart button right here. So I would leave that there. But if you want to change around that, you can go back into your header builder and you'll see over here you have the cart button. And there's basically the only thing you can do is really just change your cart icon right here. You can change your cart label, which I think is either the 0 or the dollars. And that's about it. But you know, like some people could have a bag, but I like the cart because it looks like a shopping cart. And then you can also change the color if you wanted to by going to the design tab, and you could change the color if you wanted to for some reason. That's up to you. But anyways, that is how you can make changes to the header, which you don't really need to make many. So let's scroll all the way down to the footer. So now we have our footer down below. First of all, glaring change, we got to make a change to this logo as well. So let's go into the footer builder. And now you'll see a graphical representation down below of what's happening above. So you see how we have widget 1, widget 2, widget 3, widget 4, and there's widget 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then below that, we have the copyright on the left and the socials on the right. Socials, copyright. So it's really simple. Widget 1, whenever you click on it, a widget basically just says you can add whatever you want to inside of it. So just click on got it. You can add whatever you want in here. It's just container 1, container 2, container 3, container 4 is basically what it is. And so they inserted a logo into this container. They inserted a navigation link into this container, another navigation link into this container, and then another navigation link into this container right here. So that's basically what they did. So what you can do is click on the first one, widget 1, and you'll see it's their logo. So you can click on it right here, replace the image, and go ahead and throw in your logo, which I'm going to use the white one. And there we go. So now we have our logo in the footer. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Close out of that. So that's how you add your image in there. So that's done. So now we can go ahead and click on widget 2, which widget 2 is going to have a heading text right here and then a navigation link. So you've got your navigation menu. It's got the heading text or the title, and then it has the actual menu that you've created. Now this gets a little complicated. I would actually recommend just deleting all of these widgets and just having the main menu widget right here, or the main menu navigation. But for example, you don't have all of these categories. You don't have all of these pages. You don't have, well, this is the useful links is actually the main navigation right here. So we can leave this because as you can see, it says useful links, but if I say main menu, it's going to pull the same menu as what's being used up here. So you see how you can create a menu in the background and then choose where you put it. So for example, this one right here, if I were to click on widget 3, it's going to use categories, which is another menu that they created. So it's using collections as a menu. To be honest, it's going to take way too long for me to show you how to build all these pages, and this tutorial would turn out to be 5-10 hours long. So let's make this simple. We're just going to delete everything except for the main menu links. So let's just click on the X button right here, click on the X right here, and we can drag widget 2 over here. Let's drag it to the edge. But to be honest, when you're using this, if you wanted to put a title, you can, and title your main navigation, or just delete the widget altogether, and then click on the plus button, and we can just put in a footer menu. Instead of having a special widget with a menu inside of it, just add the menu itself. Click on the footer menu to edit it. Let's publish to save our work. I'm going to refresh the page really quickly because this happens sometimes. Okay, we'll scroll on down to the bottom and we have a widget here that's not showing. So go to the footer builder, footer menu, click on it, and we have to configure the menu. So click on configure the menu. And now for the footer menu, just select main menu. And now we're using the main menu for the primary, which is up on top, and we're using the exact same menu down below, right there. Publish to save. Now you'll notice that the text is blue and it's acting weird, so we can go change that in a second. As soon as it's done loading, there we go. So now we can go back down to the footer menu, so footer builder, footer menu, and then we can click on the design tab. And from here we can change the link text color, so let's change it to white. And now it's white, as you can see. And then we can change the hover color to our blue color and the active color to blue. And so now whatever page they're on, you hover and it's, it's blue. So there you go. And publish to save your work. You guys can get creative and add a whole bunch of links to a whole bunch of different pages, but today I'm just showing you how to build a basic e-commerce website. When you saw that there was like 3 links here, 4 links, and 4 links, that's like 8 new pages that you have to go and build and customize and do all this stuff to, which takes a very long time and gets complicated. So let's just stick to having a very basic footer at the bottom. You can edit your copyright by just clicking on it like this. And then you guys can, if it would stop glitching, oh my goodness. Let's refresh the page again, and we'll go back to the footer menu. There we go. You can click on the copyright widget, and you can literally just type right here, whatever you want. So edit your own copyright. And then down here in the bottom right corner, the social icons, you'll see that we have Facebook is the label, and here's the icon right here. All you want to do is just open this and put your Facebook URL right here, and then close it. Open Twitter, put your Twitter URL right here. Open Instagram, put your Instagram URL. Same with YouTube. And then if you have anything else, they have a bunch that you can add. So if you want to add, like Google reviews or LinkedIn, you can add LinkedIn, click on add. And now you have LinkedIn with it automatically using the same logo. And so now you can see down below we have LinkedIn, and then you would paste your URL. When you want to remove it, just click on the X button right there. That's how you do it. And it should already be using the site colors, so white and blue. So you shouldn't have to change it, but you can also go to the design tab if you have to and change the colors. Click on publish to save your work, and that is how you can edit the header and footer of your website. So we can close out of this tab, go back to the dashboard, and then there's one thing, the one last part of customizing your website, which bear with me, is making sure your site looks good on all responsive modes. And so to do that, we're going to open up our website again and go into Elementor. So when you're editing inside of Elementor, remember how I told you that this is your mobile responsive mode right here? Well, whenever you click on desktop, it shows your desktop view. Whenever you click on mobile, it shows what your website looks like on a cell phone. And when you click on tablet, I'll tell you what, this is tablet, but it's also laptop because my desktop screen is really big. I've got a Mac, so it's really big. But most laptops actually pull from the tablet view, and you can kind of stretch this a little bit, right? That's as far wide as it goes. So I would say that this is laptop view, and then this is desktop view right here. Whenever you make changes to something, for example, if I go to my phone and click on this text right here to make it a little smaller, go to the style tab and go to typography as if we were going to make it smaller. Whenever you see this little mobile icon or laptop icon, if you're in the laptop view or tablet or whatever, whenever you see this over a setting you're about to change, just know it's not going to touch the other responsive modes. So for example, if I want to change the text to make it smaller on a cell phone view, so something like, this, but then I go back to my desktop view, I have not changed the size, as you can see. And same thing for tablet, I haven't changed it. So if I wanted to change it on tablet, I would just go to the style tab, and as you can see, it says tablet only. So now I could reduce it if I wanted to, and it looks good. Click on publish to save your work. Now, the template that we downloaded is already mobile responsive. If you were to create this from scratch, you would have to build this website 3 times over because you would just finish the desktop version. And if you built this from scratch and it wasn't automatically ready to go for mobile, you'd click on laptop view or mobile and it would look terrible. Trust me, I've built websites from scratch before and you just don't want to do it. Building from a template is so much easier because your mobile responsiveness is pretty much done for you. All you have to do is just kind of make some small text changes and sizes. So what I do is I'll just click on laptop. I keep saying laptop even though it's tablet, but just bear with me. I click on the laptop view and I just scroll through and make sure everything looks good. So far it does. I'm looking for any text that just looks way too big or just looks wrong. So on the tablet view, it looks good. Go to mobile and remember how this was way too big. Sometimes if you've been making changes, you'll see that something looks like this, for example. This is very common and you'll be like, whoa, that looks terrible on the mobile. So you click on it and then you just resize it and you're done. So something like that. So you check mobile, scroll through, everything looks good because we made very minimal changes. So the template is still doing the work for us. Everything stacks vertically. That looks good. Video stacks vertically. Yeah, everything looks good. Again, you would just be looking for like text that's massive or like open spaces where there's some incorrect spacing or something like that. But since we didn't make too big of changes, we're good to go. Like I told you, the mobile responsive step, if you didn't drastically change the template, is going to be the easiest step of the entire tutorial. So that being the case, we click on publish to save our work and we're done. So I'm going to take you guys back to the WordPress dashboard and we'll move on. Okay, friends, it's time for a coffee break. Before we dive into chapter 2, let's take a quick coffee break. It's actually quite helpful to step away for a moment to avoid getting too overwhelmed with too much information. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm totally kidding. I'm not going to wait, but you can pause the video for yourself and go grab a coffee if you need a break and then come right back. And I'll still be here, of course. All right, friends, welcome to chapter 2. This is where we're going to dive into the e-commerce aspects of your website using WooCommerce. Now, WooCommerce is a very versatile and widely used WordPress plugin that transforms your site into a fully operational online store with a range of powerful features as soon as you download it, which is also completely free. So it's really nice. Now, in this chapter, we're going to cover everything that you need to know for e-commerce store setups and to get it running. We'll start with adding products to your store, and then we're going to move on by optimizing them with categories. Next, we're going to set up essential WooCommerce pages like shop pages, and then we're going to customize or configure your payment processors, which includes setting up payments for shipping, coupon codes, and so on. At the end of this chapter, we will cover order processing so that you can efficiently manage and fulfill your customer orders. To kick off chapter 2, we'll be starting by adding products to your WooCommerce store. Understanding the different types of products that you can add will help you set up your store efficiently. So I'm going to be covering all 6 different product types. Simple products are straightforward single item products. Variable products allow customers to choose from different variations like size and color. Digital products are items that don't require shipping, like courses services or software. Downloadable products are digital items that customers can download, such as templates and music files or ebooks. Affiliate products are items that you promote for other retailers, earning a commission on the sale. And then finally, group products are collections of related items that are sold together, kind of like a bundle. I'll show you how to add each type of product to your store so that you can offer a diverse range of options to your customers. Let's get started with the first product type. So in order to add that first product type, we're going to go over here to products on the left-hand side from your WordPress dashboard. First, let's go to all products, and then we'll click on add new from inside of here. Okay, so let's open this on a new tab really fast. From here, you'll see a massive list of all of the products on your website. And remember, this was a bicycle store from the template. Comes with a bunch of dummy products. We're going to click this button to select everything and just move it all to trash, because you're not selling bicycle parts, so why would you keep all these products on your website? And then click apply, and then it's going to delete everything. Perfect. So you can also go over to your trash really fast and also just like permanently delete them. Doesn't really matter. I mean, if you leave them in your trash long enough, they'll delete themselves. But once you have 0 products on your website, you'll get a little create new button right here. It was also up here in the top left corner a second ago when you did have products. You could click add new product right there. Clicking create new, clicking add new, and then clicking add new right here is all the same thing. Click on create product. Okay, so we're starting fresh. There's not a single product on your website. We don't need this little mini tutorial because I'm going to show you what to do. We're starting fresh. There's not a single product on your website. Okay, so let me go ahead and open up Amazon on a new tab. We'll go to Amazon.com and let me just pick a random product. I don't know, t-shirt. Okay, let's pick, something like this. Perfect. If it wants to open. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be using this as an example for building a product right here, okay? So right here, your product name right off the bat, you're literally creating this part right here, your title, okay? So this is going to be in big, bold text. I'm just going to call it graphics card 1 because, I'm just creating this for you guys. Actually, you know what? I'll call this what it actually is. Simple product. You would actually want to type something out like this. So for example, you'd want to say, this is the product title right here. Control V. You'd want to type out, the brand. So NVIDIA 4070 Ti dash 4, it's like 12 gigabytes of VRAM with this, and this. You write your title where it's enticing, just like they do in Amazon. But just so that you guys can see what product goes where on the website, I'm literally just going to call it simple product. And I could even say graphics card. Simple product graphics card. Again, you'd actually want it to be the real title. But anyways, let's just use this as like a placeholder. Next, you're going to want to add a product description. And so what I'm going to do is go to ChatGPT really fast and have it write up a quick product description for me. So let's do this. Just something like that. I think I even misspelled NVIDIA, and that's okay. Oh, no, I didn't. Haha. Oh, no, wait. Did I? No, I didn't. So I didn't misspell NVIDIA. That's cool. Anyways, we're not going to take the title. We're just going to take this and everything else. Scroll all the way down, hit Control C, go to the website, Control V, or Command, or whatever you're using. So we have our little product description here. That's good. Let me say, there we go. So write a little bit of a longer intro paragraph, and it should give me perfect. Okay, we'll just copy that bad boy and throw it right here. Controller Command V. Okay, so now we have our little description with our key features, specifications, and all of this stuff, and we can delete all these enters down below. And there we go. So we have our product description. Your product description is going to show up like, let's close out of this. There we go. Your product description is going to show up right here, a little bit further down. It'll show up like right here, similar to Amazon. So product description, and then you have all this information. See how they just put information in the description? That's what ours looks like. It's got a whole bunch of information about the 4070 Ti, the base clock, boost clock, power connectors, outputs, the CUDA. I don't even know what that means. Cool. Memory is 8 gigabytes. I thought the 4070 Ti had 12. Oh, that's VRAM. Just kidding. Well, I mean, that's memory. RAM is memory, so I don't know. Anyways, this is the specifications for the 4070 Ti. So what I'm also going to do really quickly is just put in product description so that whenever we actually, let me just put it down here. So Control X. There we go. So whenever we see all of this information, we'll know that this is the product description because I literally wrote it right here. Okay. So that's the product description. And you have all of your little font manipulation techniques right here, or your little, bold, italic bullet points and stuff like that. Okay. So that's good to go. We can scroll on down, and next we have the product data. This is where you can choose from all of the product types. So you have simple, grouped, external affiliate, and variable. And then the other two are right here, digital and downloadable. Because if you remember in the intro, I told you that there's gonna be 6. So virtual and downloadable are part of the simple product. That's why they're right here, but you don't check them if it's just gonna be a simple product. Okay, so we have a simple product, and a simple product has no variation to it, no sizes, no colors, no anything. It's just you buy what's there in the picture. Very simple. You got your regular price, which we could say, I don't even know how much the 4070 Ti is running for right now. So we're gonna pretend. I don't know if this is cheap or not. Let's just say it's a $500 product. Okay, I'm sure it's like $1,000, $2,000, somewhere in that range. I have no idea. But the regular price is $500. You can also say the sale price is going to be $450. And so then it will draw a line through the 500 and say it's on sale for $450. So it's $50 off, right? So again, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So whenever I create and I say publish, you'll be able to see what all this does. For now, just bear with me. Let's see if this one's on sale. It's not. But you know how sometimes on Amazon, the regular price is crossed out with a slash, and then it has another price right here that says, you know, this is the sale price? That's what we're doing right there. Okay, so we just did this. We can also schedule how long it's on sale for, and you can say it's from August 1st to, and I think we're on the 25th right now, so to the 31st. So this sale price is gonna expire on the 31st, and then it'll go back up to $500. So that's how you can set sale prices with date brackets. Cancel. Next, once you fill out your price, we have inventory. You can set up a stock keeping unit number, which is basically like a license plate for your product. Anytime you don't know what it is, just hover your mouse over this little question mark. SKU is a stock keeping unit. It's basically a unique identifier for each distinct product. It's like a license plate for your car. Your license plate is a unique identifier for your vehicle, so people know who owns it, right? Well, this is, you can literally just set it up to be whatever you want. I'm just going to choose a 5-digit number and this is my first product, so I'm just going to say 00001. This could be the same thing as if you've ever rented or purchased a book online. It's the ISBN number. It's the same thing. It's just a unique number for your product. Oh, and here you go, ISBN right there. So you've got examples right here. So if you're selling a book, you might want to put ISBN instead of SKU, or you put both. This is for your knowledge. This is for universal numbers like ISBN if you're selling a book. Anyways, that's actually a new line. They didn't used to have this, so that's kind of interesting. Next, we have stock management. Do you want WooCommerce to keep track of how many you have? If not, leave it unchecked. If you do leave it checked, it's going to ask how many do you actually have. So let's just say we have 10 in stock right now. Like I've purchased 10 of these graphics cards and I'm ready to sell them. Okay, so now, based on that number of 10, do you want to allow back orders? So basically, if you run out of all 10 of these, do you want people to still be able to purchase them even though you don't have any in stock, which means you're back ordered? And so do not allow means once you hit 0, it's going to say out of stock and the button to purchase is grayed out, so they can't click on it anymore. If you say allow but notify the customer, which is what I would recommend, it means that it allows them to back order, but it will say, with a pop-up, hey, just so you know, this is out of stock. You can still buy it. It's just going to take longer to get sent to you. Or you can say allow regardless, and then you're just going to constantly keep buying product. So it depends on how you want to run your business. I'll just say allow but notify the customer. And then you also have a little warning. So low stock threshold. Basically, when do you want WooCommerce to let you know, hey, you're getting low, go buy some more before you run out? And so you could say that this is like 2. Because we have 10 in total. Like if you had 500, for example, in stock, you might want your low threshold to be like 50. So once you have like a lower number, like 50, you might want to order another 500 or something like that. This basically depends obviously on your business. Let's just go with like 2, I guess, and how fast you want to run it, how often your products are selling, all of that stuff. So pay attention to your own stuff. Lastly is sold individually. So right now, if I were to publish this product on my website, you know how you can, you click on add to cart and you've got this little quantity button right here. And I could say, ooh, I want to buy 5 of these t-shirts right here. If I were to check this box like this, that would remove the quantity button. So now you can only buy 1. You're forced to buy 1 per purchase. Does that make sense? So if you're saying sold individually, so maybe you have like a $5,000 product that you only want sold individually or something like that, for example, I don't know. But if you ever need that, it's there. But I'm gonna uncheck it so that people have the little quantity button right here. Okay, so that is all of your inventory. So anything related to keeping track of how many you have and if people can buy them when you don't have any is gonna be in here. So next we have the shipping tab, which is everything related to shipping. So you need to know your product weight, dimensions, and shipping class, which we have none set up, but later in the tutorial when we set up shipping classes, you can add it to one of those classes. But you want to know your weight, and right now it's in kilograms and centimeters. By the way, if you want to change this, you would go to your WooCommerce settings. So WooCommerce right here, go to settings. Let me just open it on a new tab. And scroll down to the bottom. Let's see. So this is currency. So let's go to shipping. The shipping tab right here. Wait, hang on. Products. Is it under products tab? Yeah. So under the products tab, you want to change the weight from kilograms to pounds. I mean, you can change it to whatever you want. If you want ounces, change it to whatever you want. And then dimensions, if you want to change it from centimeters to inches, you can, or whatever you want. So this is where you change your measurements, is in WooCommerce settings, products tab, just so you know, which I'll go ahead and change it real fast to pounds and inches because that's what I do. Save changes. But you'll notice this doesn't change until I refresh the page. I just don't want to lose my progress right now. So we're going to just keep moving forward. But that's how you would change these two right here. So enter in your dimensions, length, width, height, enter in your product weight. So let's just say, I don't know, let's say a graphics card weighs like 2 pounds. I don't know how much they weigh. And then let's say that they weigh, that they're like, what? The length might be like 10 inches or 8 inches or something like that. The width is like 4 inches. And let's say the height is like 2 inches, I think. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. You would obviously want to measure your products so you know. But that's where you'd put in that information. Okay, linked products. We're not going to touch this until we do variable products. Oh, sorry. Just kidding. Not variable products. We're not going to touch this until the very end. Once I show you how to edit all of your products, that way you can actually see them because you won't see this until you have a product to look at. So skip this tab. Attributes you don't need because this would make it a variable product. So that's how you can add size and color and stuff. So we're not going to touch it. Advanced tab, you can actually add a purchase note. So whenever someone buys it, you could say, hey, thanks for purchasing my graphics card. There you go. And that's it because this is like getting more plugins right here that can like integrate with WooCommerce. Okay. So once you have filled out all of your information for the simple product, which is super simple, that's why I love it. We scroll on down and we have the short description. The short description is what's going to appear like right here as a little sub paragraph. So let me just copy like this, for example, Command C, and we'll paste it down here. You don't actually want to do this. You want to have a different short description and a different long description. But just for examples to show you what it is, this is going to say short description right here. So you know that this was the short description. Okay. So you'll see where this goes and you'll see where this goes, and then you can personally decide what you want to put there. Okay, so that's all of the information for the product, right? Now we move over here to the right-hand side and we set the product image, the gallery, the categories, and the tags. And so categories and tags we're going to touch later, but I'll show you right now how to add one really quickly because we have to, because I'm creating products. So I guess I shouldn't have put that as a second step inside of chapter 2, but here we are. So first we set a product image. So you click on it and it's going to open up your gallery. Same thing as last time. Off camera, I went ahead and uploaded all of my product images, but all you would do is go upload files, select files, and choose all of your images again. I just chose to upload them all at the same time. And I hope you appreciate this, but I went ahead and used a ton of time to Photoshop all of my images with different colors, different product types. I Photoshopped my face on a book, an ebook. I trimmed all these graphics cards out so that I can make a cool looking website for you guys. So hope you guys like it. Anyways, that being the case, we're just gonna pick a random graphics card. I'm gonna make sure it's the PNG version so that it's the transparent version, and I will click on set product image. And so as you can see, it's a transparent background, which is cool. Next, we'll choose our product gallery. So the first product shows up like this, where it's big, and then these are our gallery images that you can scroll through. Okay, so that's what we're setting up right now. This is the main image that's big, and then we change the gallery images, which I'm just gonna make these two. Basically, I'm showing this is what the product looks like, and then this is what it looks like inside the computer. So there's the GeForce RTX right there. I don't know why the button's glitched, but that's how you say insert right there. And now you've got both you've got one image. Let me add the second one. That was weird. Which one is that one? The one with the red fans? So let's add the green one. You're supposed to be able to add them at the same time. I don't know why that glitched. There we go. Again, sometimes things happen. So after this, off camera, I'll refresh the page and clear my cache. All right, so we have our gallery images ready to go. Next, we come down here to categories, and we can add a new category for graphics cards. Finally, we're gonna have a graphics card category. So we create the category and make sure it's identical to what we put on our WordPress website. So remember when we did, where is it? Graphics cards down here. Remember how we had graphics dash cards in the short code right here that's not visible? Well, that dash is just code for a space. So make sure whatever you put there, you put right here. So graphics space cards. Okay. We're doing this backwards. You're supposed to create the category first and then call on it in the short code, but the template was already there. So once we add this new category, and I've checked the box, so as you can see, I'm saying add this to the graphics card category, we're good to go. You can also create subcategories. So graphics cards, you could also say NVIDIA. Again, I don't know if I'm spelling that right or not. And then you could say the parent category is graphics cards, add new category, and you'll see that NVIDIA is a subcategory of graphics cards because maybe you're going to go by brand. So NVIDIA I don't know all the other brands. Don't care to, so there you go. But that's how you can create subcategories. After that, we have tags. And tags are for search bars and other SEO purposes to help your product become a lot easier to find. So you're just gonna add whatever you can to add. You wanna think of any word you can think of that's related to this product that people might search in a search bar. So RTX, because the 4070 Ti has ray tracing. You might think NVIDIA, you might think graphics, you might think gaming computer. I don't know. Think of anything you can think of, throw them into your tags, and this just helps with searchability of this project, or the product, I mean. Okay, so once you've added all of that, we're done, and we can click on Publish. And now we're done. So now you can click on Preview Changes right here and see what it looks like on your website. Let's only close out of this. So this is what your website looks like. So let's go and compare everything. So first we've got Simple Product Graphics Card, Simple Product Graphics Card right here. So that's your big title, similar to your big title right here, right? Next we have breadcrumbs, which are this up on top, this guy right here, which I can't highlight on its own for some reason. This. Basically it's showing that from your homepage, we're inside of the graphics card category, the NVIDIA subcategory, inside of the subcategory, and then this is the product name. Okay, so that's what this is. It's just showing you where you are inside of your directory, basically. And you can turn that off later in like step 2 of this chapter. So I'll show you guys later. But those are your breadcrumbs, just showing where you are. And I could click on NVIDIA, and now I'm looking at the NVIDIA category, so I can see all of the NVIDIA graphics cards. Or I can click on graphics cards and see all of the graphics cards on my website. But all I have is one product. Okay, so that's all of that. Next, we have the product price, which is $500, but there's a line through it because I said $450 is the sale price, right? Which is right down here. If I didn't have $450 right here and I clicked on update, you'll see that the $500 will automatically not be crossed through. See? So there's your price, $500. The and free shipping is because the computer doesn't understand that I haven't set up shipping methods yet. So it's saying it's free because there's nothing there saying that I need to charge more. So that'll go away later. As you can see, the short description shows up first, and that is way too big of a short description. Let's shorten that by half. Should be like a sentence long. There we go. Click on update. So the short description at the bottom is shown first up here next to the product, right? So this is the short description. We have the availability, which remember how I told you I put that there are 10 in stock and it can be back ordered? This just lets them know, oh, I can back order. So if they only have 0 in stock, I can still order this. And then also here's the little quantity. So if I chose to say sold individually right here, this little checkbox, then this would disappear and you would only see add to cart. And then down here is all the metadata, which again, we can turn off breadcrumbs and metadata in step 2 or 3 of this next chapter that we're working on. So I'll show you guys how to remove this if you don't want it there. I think it's fine. It lets people know that this is the SKU. So you can take this SKU and go into a search bar anywhere on this website and put that in, and you'll be taken directly to this product. It's like an ISBN number. You want them to know it. And then you can see the category that this is in, which is graphics cards. The subcategory is NVIDIA. And then we also see all the tags. Right? So if I were to search another product that has the graphics tag, I could go also based on tags. It's just a bunch of filters for your entire database of products. That's all this is, right? Okay, so that's all that. Oh, here's your main image. And then we also have the product images, which is the gallery, right? You can click on it, make it bigger, or I think you zoom like this. So that's a PNG. That's why it has a transparent background, but here's the bigger picture and the bigger picture. Scroll on down, you have your main product description right here. So the big one, your big one with all the info is first and foremost, right? And here's all your information. You have your additional information, which is your shipping information. So it's 2 pounds and it's, those are the dimensions. And then your reviews, which, someone would have to leave a review. So they'd click 5 stars, say, this is a great product, and then say submit. And then it would show up here as reviews, but there's no reviews yet. So that's what we just created, was a simple product all in here. So let's close out of that, close out of the product, and we can go back to products and say add new right here. So now let's go ahead and do a variable product, which is the second of the 6 products. So we're going to call this variable CPU fan, because that's what I'm going to build next. And it's going to automatically create a permalink for you. So graphicscards.com/product/the product name. Really nice. And you can edit it if you want, but I wouldn't. Next, let's just paste in that long description again, because I'm way too... You know what? Actually, let me save you guys a step. So move this product to trash. Watch this. If you want, you can duplicate a product, and it's going to automatically create a copy of the product that you just clicked on. So now I don't have to copy paste my descriptions in and all of this stuff. It's going to save me time because this is a tutorial. So I'm just going to leave all this crap in here as dummy text. You personally would not want to do this unless you were creating another simple product that's almost identical and then you just change some things. But that's how you can create a duplicate product. I'm gonna cheat and literally make the variable product off of the duplicate so I don't have to paste over all my information. So don't follow along. You should have clicked on add new, but I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Okay, so, oh God, this is where I'm gonna actually have to edit this. So let's change this to CPU fan. Let's change this right here, Control V. And we're gonna say variable product CPU fan. There we go. See, you wouldn't have to do this if you clicked on add new and then created it from scratch. Because I'm doing a duplicate and I'm trying to be lazy, I'm having to set up my own permalink. So don't follow along with me. I'm just doing this to show you guys, but I'm assuming you guys are in the add new button. Okay, so we already have our title. And again, that's what's gonna pop up right here. We have our product description, which I just keep copy pasting because I'm too lazy. Next, we can change from simple to variable. And you'll notice now it's telling us, hey, we have attributes and variations that we have to use. And we'll do this in a minute. It's going to automatically give you an SKU number, which we're just going to change that to 2 instead of 1-1 because it was automatically trying to count for you. You can put in your ISBN or GTIN or UPC or whatever you want. Next, you have stock management. Do you want to keep track of it or not? So how many you have in stock? I'm just going to say 2 again and all of this stuff. Do you want to allow back orders? You guys already know that. And sold individually. You guys already know that. Okay. Shipping tab. You guys already know how to do all of this stuff as well. Let's just say that this is like 3 pounds and this is like 5 by 6 by, I don't know, 3 or something like that. I'm just making this up. Then we go to linked products. We're going to skip these and go to the very end. So I'll show you guys those afterwards. Attributes and variations. So you'll notice there's no variations because first we have to click and add some attributes first. Attributes are things like size. So I would add one for size, and then if I had color, I would click add new and create one for color. So I'd have to have multiple attributes with multiple variations under each attribute. Okay, so size would be 1, and then variations would be small, medium, large. Then I would add a new one, and it would be a color attribute. And then I would have red, blue, green. Does that make sense? So the only one that I'm going to do is color. And then you enter in the values divided by the straight line. So you would say red, green. And then we say save attributes. So now we have one, which is color. You could click add new and then do size. And you'd say small, medium, large. There we go, and say save. See how I had to create 2, one for color, one for size? But I don't have size because it's just the same CPU fan, so I'm gonna delete this. I just wanted to show you, you would create multiple. So for Amazon, these are the 2 attributes. You have size and you have color. And then underneath size, you have all of these variations. And then underneath color, you have all of these variations. So attribute, variations, right? Attribute, variations, okay? So we have our attribute. Now let's go and create our variations. It's going to ask, do you want to generate them automatically? Which I'm going to say yes. Click OK. And it's going to automatically generate red, blue, green. Oh, click OK. There we go. My bad. It still took from the small, medium, large. That's why it created so many. We're just going to remove all of these really fast. Remove. OK. Bulk actions. Delete all variations. OK. OK. There we go. Let's update this, or let's publish this product really fast. I'm going to refresh the page and see if it'll generate automatically now that I've deleted that other attribute, because there's only one color attribute. So variations, generate, and it should only now pull from color. There we go. It was because I didn't refresh the page after deleting size. But as you can see, if I had size and color, it would generate small, medium, large, red, small, medium, large, blue, small, medium, large, green. But because now I only have green color, it's only going to create 3. So that's what just happened, by the way. But I mean, it's the same thing with Amazon. I can select small and then still get any color. I can do medium and select any color, and same with large, extra large, all that stuff. Okay, so under all 3 of these, you can click on expand, and it's going to expand all 3 of them. So we've got red, blue, and green. Stay with me now, it's really simple. We have our SKU, which is the same for all 3 of them because they're all the same product. It's just variations of the same product. And the same ISBN would copy and paste over here as well. Okay, so now what we have are variations. We can change the price. So let's say the red CPU fan is like $50. Let's say the blue is like $60, and let's say the green is like $70, right? So I don't know why it would change different colors for prices, but let's just say that. Maybe the dye is expensive, depending on if you're doing clothing or something like that. But anyways, so different colors are different prices. They're all going to be the same weight and dimensions. They're all going to be in the same shipping class, which again, you would select the shipping class, but we haven't created one yet. And then you could add in your own product description, or you could just paste in the same one for all 3. Control V. Control V. Okay, cool. And then you also have your sale price over here. So there's the main price and then sale price. So maybe red or maybe blue is on sale. So you'd put something here, but then green and red are full price. So you would leave it blank. And then lastly, most importantly, you want to upload your images. So first of all, my main image is going to be the rainbow one, just showing, oh, this is the CPU fan. The main image is still the main image here. And I'm still gonna have a gallery over here with the same image, right? So the gallery, I'm gonna leave these two pictures. And I'm pretending that those fans up on top and those fans right up on top right there are this fan. That's kind of why I'm using the same pictures. Let's update to save really fast. But what you're gonna do next is go down here to variations again, expand all of them, and now you have to insert your individual pictures. So whenever you were to click on blue, see how it's the same picture, but it goes blue, and now all these are blue? That's what we have to set up. So red, I'm gonna select my red fan. And this is where you have to use Photoshop or have actual product images to put your different colors in here. I Photoshopped this to have 3 different colors, by the way. Here goes green, so we select my green fan. Okay, done. Save changes. And then you can, well, it automatically collapses, but you can hit close and it would collapse all 3 of them. Okay, so we have all 3 of our products set up. We have the slug, which is automatic. From the title. And then we have the short description, which is automatically copied as well. Perfect. We can add this to graphics card. Well, it's not a graphics card technically, so we're actually going to uncheck that, uncheck NVIDIA. And we'd probably want to add a new category, which would be CPU fans. And then you can create a subcategory for whatever brand this is, but I don't even know what it is. Product tags, you can create some. Because I duplicated, I have new ones, but you wouldn't have the same ones. So let's delete all those, and this would be like CPU. All of this stuff, you know? And so those are the tags, and we're done. Click on Update to Save. Well, you would click on Publish for the first time, and then click on Preview Changes. So now we have a variable product, right? We have a product that ranges anywhere from $50 to $70 right there. Here's your short description. You guys know where everything goes, but now we have these 3 buttons. So if I click on red, it's gonna change it to red. Blue, it's gonna show blue. And green, it's gonna show green. And so that's how you have different colors set up for your different options, right? And then you can still click on the other 2 pictures in the gallery, but then when you go to main and you have red selected, it's not showing the rainbow anymore, it's showing the red. Unclick it, and now it's back to rainbow. Okay, and so that is how you guys create a variable product. Super simple. If you had sizes, they would just appear down below. Okay, close out of that. So now we're done. We can go back to the all products page. And so we have a simple product and a variable product. And whenever you go to the all products page, you see a list of all the products, the SKU numbers, if they're in stock or not. So you can pay attention to how many you have, the prices, the categories, the tags, and if they're featured or not. So useful information. Okay, so next we have a digital, or is it downloadable? I think it's digital first. So we have a digital product. I'll go ahead and let me just edit this real fast so I can just copy. I'm going to use the same description for everything. So you do not want to do that. You have to have a description for each product, but I'm just doing this so I don't have to keep going to ChatGPT and generating a bunch of those for you. Click on Add New in the top left corner. And now we're going to create a digital product. And so a digital product is something that isn't the same as a downloaded product. A digital product is something where you have access to it. So it could be an online course. You pay and then you would just watch the course on my website. Or you pay and then you can use a service that's on my website. Or you pay and then you have access to something, right? It's digital. You don't download it, but it's also not physical, okay? So whatever that product may be for you, mine is an online course. And I'm forgetting what it was. So let me just go to my images real fast. Ethical hacking, that's my ebook. Here we go. So driver updater program course. I don't know. I just made something up. It's not even a real course. So let's go digital product, driver updater course. Okay, so this is like an online course of me teaching you how to update your drivers. I don't know. I just couldn't think of anything, so I just think of dumb ideas, but here you go. So then you would put in the description of the course. So this course will help you do this, 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 and this. And the specifications are it works for Windows, for Apple, and Mac, and all that stuff. Okay, so that's your description. Now, under simple product, we're gonna go to virtual, which is the same thing as digital. And you can see it's a virtual products are intangible and they're not shipped or downloaded, because downloadable would be right here. And when you click on download, by the way, it adds like a download file, so that's why we're not doing it. Okay, so it's a virtual file or a digital product. You're gonna go in here to regular price, and again, it's the exact same thing as a simple product. Let's just say this course is like a $250 course. It's not gonna be on sale. Inventory, you don't track the quantity because all they do is, it's intangible. You don't even have to track the quantity. But you can give it an SKU of, 03, ISBN, or whatever the hell you want to put in there. And then you have stock management. We're going to leave it unchecked. Stock status is in stock permanently. You can change it to out of stock if you want. I don't know why, but in stock permanently because it's digital. We're not going to track. Sold individually. Maybe you don't want people to accidentally be able to purchase like 6 entries into your course because then it's one person taking up your entire course. Maybe you do because they already paid for it. It's up to you. But for a digital course or access to an online software, I'd probably check the box so that they don't have the quantity button. Oops, where'd it go? Let's go back. Choose a random picture again. So you don't want to remove that. Well, you do want to remove this quantity if they're having access to a software online. So that would be your choice. We'll skip linked, go straight to attributes. For some reason, if you had like a course for one thing and then a course for another thing, you could choose like type of course here and then do some variations. It's up to you. An advanced note, the purchase note is actually important for the digital, because if, for example, you're selling a consultation as your digital product, so it's like you're paying for my consultation and then we're going to meet up via Zoom. Maybe you want to put a purchase note in here that says something like, thanks for purchasing my consultation. Go ahead and check your email for your Zoom link or something like that. So the purchase note is actually like instructions for next steps. So you'd put something like that. There we go. And then you can disable or enable reviews if you want to. So if you check this, or if you uncheck this box, it means people are not allowed to leave reviews, which I wouldn't recommend. You want reviews anyways. So anyways, next we have the short description, which I'm just going to say, because I'm too lazy to write one. And so, or you know what, Control-Alt-Delete, Control-V, and then we'll just delete everything except for like the first sentence. There we go. So now we have a little short description. Done. Okay, so now we're gonna set our product image. You guys know the drill. So here's my product image. I will add a gallery. Again, I photoshopped all this stuff, so it's not available for you guys to use, but you know, it's just for the tutorial, so you guys have something to look at. Next, we'll choose the category, which again, we're gonna create a new category, and we'd wanna say something like, I don't know, we would say online courses, and then we could add some tags. Okay, and with that, we're done. So we can click on Publish to save our work, and let's preview the changes. And so now we have a digital updater program. And so this is definitely not a virus on your computer. I was playing around there. But this is your course. It looks like it's in a box for your DVD or something like that. But $250, you click Add to Cart, go purchase, and then the thank you note will say check your email. And then this is where in your backend, when you're managing your orders over here, so managing your orders, which is the last step of this video. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. But when you're managing your order and you automatically say that it's complete, you'd want to make sure you go to their email and send them their email or their whatever you call it, the link. But anyways, that's how you will sell a digital course on your website, or you sell like a seat in that course. You know what I mean? Close out of that and we can go back to the All Products tab. And so next we have the downloadable product. So let's click on Add New, downloadable product. And we'll just say that this is, it's like an ebook. There we go. So downloadable product is the ebook. Let's paste our description. Again, this would be a description that says, this is the ebook that we have. It's going to teach you how to do all these things. It's supported by all of these people, you know, like you'd write out your own description. Come down here, we're going to say under simple again and go downloadable. And then you would add the file from your computer. You would title it, and then you would literally put in the URL, which you would have to go and upload the file to your computer. So let me show you guys really fast. You would upload the file as a media file to your website. So you would add new file and you would select it from your computer. So if it was an ebook as a PDF, you would click on the PDF and then upload it to your computer like this. And then you would click on that and you would copy this URL right here. So you would copy the URL to the clipboard. We're just going to say that you're paying money for this picture. So pretend I'm selling a picture online. That is how you would have the URL for the file that they want to download. You have to install it into your website like this under your media tab. Okay, so that's the file. Oh, you could also choose the file from your computer, it looks like, right here. So you actually don't have to go copy it from your clipboard. I forgot the buttons right there. And then you can add multiple files if you want. So we're pretending that this is the ebook. Download limit. This basically allows people to either re-download it as many times as they want, or you could say they can only download it twice. So if they accidentally download it and delete it, they can come back, log in, and download it one more time. So this is maybe so that people can't download your ebook and then redistribute it with unlimited downloads. I don't know. So that's up to you. You can choose how many times they can do it. And then download expiry. So basically the number of days before the link to download this product expires. So you could say after, 30 days, they are no longer able to download this. Having both of these will help people to not, steal your products and then redistribute them to yourselves. Okay, so that's basically all that's different about the downloadable product is you have this little download section right here. Other than that, we go to inventory. We're not going to track our quantity because again, it's an intangible object. So we would just put, what are we up to? 4 now. In stock, you could limit how many people buy of the ebook if you wanted to. It's up to you. Shipping, it's going to be 0 weight, 0 dimensions because it's digital. Attributes, if you wanted to have different types of the ebook. So maybe it's like, you buy this ebook or you buy the second volume or something. I don't know. You probably don't need these. Advanced tab, if you want to have a purchase note or enable reviews, that's up to you. We will paste our short description. So Control-Z, Control-Alt-Delete. Let me copy all this, paste it down here. And again, don't do this. I'm just doing it because I'm lazy and I want to get this tutorial in for you guys. So there's our short description. Pretend it's actually viable. We're going to set our product image. which this is the ebook. And I didn't Photoshop multiple pictures of the ebook because I figured it's just an ebook. It's not like it actually needs to have multiple pictures. You would choose your category. So create new category, and you could say something like ebook or ebooks. Maybe you'd want to click on that and change it. And then tags. I'll let you guys decide your own tags. All right, publish to save your work. And that is how you create a downloadable product. Preview your changes. As you can see, we have our downloadable product right here. And why is my add to cart button not showing? What did we do wrong? Let's go back down here. Oh, sale price. We didn't set a price. If you don't set a price, you can't buy it. So let's just say the ebook is like 30 bucks. And we'll click on publish or update. And then we can refresh this page when that one's done loading because the change is live. Perfect. There we go. So now they can purchase multiple books. You might want to check that box sold individually under inventory. So you might want to check this box. It's up to you, but they can add the ebook to cart and then go download it. So once they add to cart and then click on, checkout, and then they click continue and they purchase, the download link will appear. So that's how it works. You don't have to do anything. It's automatic. So that is a downloadable product. So we can close out of these two, go back to all products. And next we can create a simple variable digital downloadable, affiliate external, and grouped as the last one. So let's do the affiliate first. Add new product. Now, I don't really have a good example of this, but basically an affiliate product is just when you sell someone else's product and you make a sale on the commission. It's actually what we're doing on this video right now when I tell you to go buy hosting for your website. You already need it, but since I'm recommending Hostinger, I get a commission on you guys, purchasing your domain and hosting, which you already have to do anyways because it's required to have a website. And so obviously having an affiliate link definitely helps the channel to make these tutorials for you for free. So that's an example of a affiliate product. Right? So this is where you would title it. I don't even know what I'm going to put here. I don't think I even thought through an affiliate product. Oh, I think it's just a graphics card. And I made a super obvious image. This is not what it would look like, okay? I promise you that's not what it would look like. I'm just doing this so that this is the affiliate product that we're working on. It's just so you understand where things go. We'll paste this again. We can paste this in the description again. We will highlight everything except for the first sentence, and I'm gonna end it on a wrong note, but there you go. Okay, so when you're done entering on all of your product information, you'll go down here. You have to set your price up. So for example, let's say, I don't know, let's just find a graphics card really fast. So let's pretend, and this is not the correct way to do it, by the way. You would first want to go down to the bottom, find in their footer, become an affiliate right here, like this. If you wanted to become an affiliate marketer, you'd sign up and get a special link because you have to have a special URL, like a license plate, that tells Amazon when someone goes to that link that they purchased it because of you. That's how affiliate marketing works. So you have to sign up with an affiliate program. If you go to like Sony, for example, I don't even know if it's going to be in their footer. Most of the time you can search, go to their website, go to the footer, and you'll find somewhere, wherever it says here, you'll find somewhere that it says become an affiliate. See, does it say it down here? Probably not. Okay, if you don't see it here and you wanted to become an affiliate, you could literally just search Sony affiliate program. And here we go, Sony store affiliate program. You have to become an affiliate with that company, like a partner. You have to create an account. And then when you do that, they will give you a special link to the same product. For example, it would look like this. It's like a special link. And all these numbers and letters say, hey, someone used Levi's link to purchase, this product that we're looking at. So let me just select one. You would get a special link. You don't want to just copy this and paste it in your website. You would have an affiliate bar where you can say, get an affiliate link for this. They would generate one special for you. Then you're going to paste this into your website. Okay. So if I click on affiliate product right here, which is a new one, you'll see here's the URL. Okay. So again, sign up and you have to generate a special link. Do not copy the link that's up here like this. I'm going to do that as an example for you guys because I don't have an affiliate program that I want to go and use right now because I'd have to create a fake one just to do this. So again, just for your educational purposes, I'm using a fake URL here, Control V. But you would want to use the real one so that you actually get paid. If you use a fake one, you're not going to get paid. Okay, so you get your affiliate link however you get to it. You would also want to use the same product image. So you take this picture and you would put it here. And then you would take all of these subsequent images and you would put it in your gallery, okay? Again, I didn't prep for the affiliate product because I didn't want to have to go and create an account and fake another affiliate product, but I'm just showing you guys where you would put everything. Once you have the same pictures and everything for the affiliate product, all you do is just change the affiliate button text. So let's say check out on Amazon or buy on Amazon. Just like this. And then you set the exact same price that it is on Amazon. So this one is going for 22% off. It's usually $119, but it's $93. You would say $119 in the main price, and then you would say $93.59 as the sale price. It was like $119 something. Oops, $119. 119 something, 99. And then it was 93.59. There we go. And then you wouldn't even put anything for inventory. You could put an SKU so you can keep track of this specific product. You wouldn't do anything else. That's it. It's so easy to make affiliate products in WooCommerce because all the work is done by you when you go create accounts with affiliate marketers with their programs. Click on publish to save your work and let me show you what it does. So now you would see their product image. So you would literally see an identical version of this picture or this picture on your website. That's what you'd be looking at. I'm just showing you that this would be the affiliate picture. You would see that it's going for 119, but it's on sale for 93.59. So when they click on buy on Amazon, see how it automatically redirected me to the actual product for the same price that I'm displaying? That's why, click on the back button. That's why you have to have the correct price, and this button has to be linked to your affiliate link, not this regular link, because I'm not going to get paid for this. Does that make sense? So that's what it does. An affiliate product just says, here's the price, here's the picture, go buy it on Amazon, and I'll get the product link for it, or the commission for it. Okay, so that is how you create an affiliate product. We'll click on all products again. And now we're going to create the final product, which is a grouped product. A grouped product is just selling a bundle of a bunch of products that are similar or related in some way. So I'm going to do a grouped product. Let's just say it bundle, I don't know. Gaming bundle or CPU parts bundle is what it would be called. This wouldn't be there. This is what it would be called. Here's the description. Oops, Control Z. Okay, I gotta go back to all products really fast and go get my product description again. Control Alt C, close out of that tab. Okay, so we're gonna paste in our description. We're gonna change this to a grouped product, which is gonna significantly change our bar again. Let me just paste this down here really fast and change it. There we go. So there's our short description again. SKU would be, I don't know, whatever you want it to be. And then for group product, you actually have to go to linked products this time. And now you'll see grouped products instead of upsells and cross-sells. So grouped product is where you search from all of your other existing products. This wouldn't work if you didn't already have products. So let's go with simple. We're going to sell the graphics card and we're going to sell the CPU fan, which was the variable product. Actually, I don't want to do a variable product because then it makes it a little bit more difficult to do this. So we'll say simple product and we'll say the digital, which is the course. So you get graphics card and you get a course teaching you how to use it. I don't know, just as an example. And that would be your bundle. It's like instead of CPU parts, let's call it the graphics bundle. So you get a graphics card and a course on how to use it for some reason. Then everything else you don't need, and you go over here and you can set your product image as like a grouped product image, which I don't have an image for the grouped product. So let's just pick a random picture and publish the product. Or how about this, actually? We'll change this to a picture of a graphics card, and then we'll change the gallery to be a picture of the course. Insert. Okay. Oh, and you would also want to put this into a different category. Right now it's uncategorized, but you'd create a new category for like a bundle or something, however you want to do it. Add some tags, update. And then we can preview. And so now when you look at a grouped product, you'll see that you can choose how many of the simple graphics card, as well as the digital product for the course, and then you can add it to cart. And so that is how you can create a grouped product, which is, multiple checkout things all at the same time right here. Kind of nice. Okay, so that is how you can create all the products. Let's finally talk about upsells and cross-sells. So I'm gonna go back into the simple product right here and click on edit. So you'll see over here under linked products, we have upsells and cross-sells. And it's been so long since I've built an e-commerce website, I'm forgetting which one shows up where. So we're gonna pick one product for each and I'll go show you where they show up. One of them is gonna show up on the product page. The other is gonna show up in the checkout page, okay? So let's put in a product right here, an upsell. So let's say the CPU fan. And then the cross-sell is gonna be the course. Okay, so wherever we see the CPU fan, that's an upsell, and wherever we see the driver update, that's the cross-sell. We'll click on update to save. We're gonna go preview our website. And so now, if you scroll down, you see how it says you might also like, and then it recommends the CPU fan. So that just shows us that under linked products, the CPU fan, so the upsell, is on the product page right here. So when I'm looking at this and I scroll down, it says, hey, you might also be interested in fans. People purchase this as well when they buy a graphics card, right? And then let's add this to cart really fast and go to our cart. So view cart. And then you see how it says you might be interested in, and it has our digital course. So there is our cross-sell, which is the digital course, okay? So upsells show up on the product page and cross-sells show up on the cart page right here. Okay, so we will close out of that tab. And you can save this if you want to. I don't think it really matters right now because this is a tutorial, but I'll save it and click on update. So that's basically what cross-sells and upsells do right here, is you get to pick what products are related to this product that we're creating. So if it's a graphics card, maybe you want to have like fastening screws as an upsell. Maybe you want to have, I don't know, RAM sticks or something like that. And then for cross-sells, maybe you want to have things that are kind of related to it, but they don't need to be immediately seen as an upsell. That's kind of the mentality behind it. Regardless, that is how you add products to your website. So we'll go back to the WordPress dashboard and call it a day. Okay, so next we're going to focus on categorization to help organize your products efficiently. Now, proper categorization makes it really easy for your customers to be able to find what they're looking for, and it also enhances their shopping experience by a long shot. Basically a requirement at this point. I mean, have you ever been to a site that doesn't have product categories? I'm going to show you how to add different types of categories and tags to each of your products. First, we have featured categories, which highlight specific products or collections that you want to draw attention to. And we're going to put those on the homepage of our website. And then we have regular categories, which help you group products by type as like clothing or electronics or like home goods or something like that. And then tags also provide additional ways to organize and filter products by attributes like color, material, or style or something like that. We'll also look at how to manage and organize these categories and tags, ensuring that your store is really easy to navigate. So let's go ahead and dive into setting up your product categories and tags. Okay, so this is going to be a little repetitive because while we were creating products, we had to create categories. Otherwise, they would just be uncategorized. And it is best practice to put them in a category immediately when you build them. So if you guys remember literally a second ago, unless you paused the video and took a break, if you remember literally a second ago over here on the category side, we created all these categories. Let me show you how to first manage them and then also how to use them to display certain products on your website, which by the way, this one should be showing. Perfect. So I'm going to show you guys how to use all of that right now. So first of all, you go to the, where is it? Products tab. There we go. So products tab and click on categories right here, open on a new tab, and you'll see all the categories we have. First of all, this is where you're going to finally delete the bicycles and accessories tab because we're not a bike shop. So bulk actions, delete, apply. Okay, so we have all of these categories right here. If we want to create a new one, we could literally just create one. Like RAM. You could add a description if you wanted to, a picture, which I would strongly recommend. I just didn't grab any. Actually, you know what? I can just create one real fast. There we go, JPG. All right, so now I've got a RAM stick image. You want an image for each one of your categories, and I'll show you why in a second. Click on add new category, and now you have the picture right there. Just make sure you always put pictures for your categories because it would look like a weird placeholder blank image, and it just makes your site look unprofessional. So regardless, that is how you add new categories. You put the name, image, add new category, and then you'll notice under RAM, if I edit it, the slug is automatically generated. So you don't have to do it. Okay, we'll go back to categories. Okay, so next what I want to do is add a featured product category because if you guys remember under my website, we have a featured section right here. So if you want to display products right here, remember how in the code I put featured dash products? Well, let's create that one right now. The slug is actually going to be featured dash products. And you'll see that happen in a second. I'm going to let it automatically generate, but I could just manually type it in. I'm not going to put an image here, even though it's bad practice. You guys would want to put an image here, but I just don't have a picture to use. I guess for featured, I don't know, I could just put, you know, a graphics card just for fun. Just so I'm not telling you guys what to do and then I'm not doing it myself. Add new category. Okay, you can also go in, so featured products, quick edit. Oh, just kidding. Well, see the slug right here, how you can see it's got the dash, update category. I think if I edit it, so that's not how you do it. So you just go to products, that's what it was. So now that I have my featured products created, actually, right before I teach you guys how to add products to it, I'm gonna cut right here and add like 5 more products. Be right back. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and added 6 new simple products. They're just another graphics card, as you can see, because I needed products to show you guys what happens. You can go over here and select multiple products. So I'm gonna put all of these graphics cards right here, and I'm gonna add them, bulk actions, edit, and I can edit all of them at the same time. Click edit, and I can add them to a specific category, which I'm gonna add them to featured products and to graphics cards, okay? And then I'll click on update in the bottom left corner. And so now you'll see that all of these are in the categories of featured products and graphics cards, including this one down here. So featured product, graphics card. And these are all in different categories, right? It looks like my affiliate is uncategorized, so we forgot to do that one, but that's no big deal. Okay, so now that we have them categorized, automatically you should see that they're already on the website. So if you open up your website on a new tab, boom. Because remember, this is pulling short code and it shows, your featured products. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one down below is showing your graphics cards category, which I know is identical. As you can see, it's literally identical, but that's because one of them is pulling from one category, which is the featured products, and the other one's pulling from the other category, which is graphics cards. So instead, let me make this a little less confusing and let me subtract like 2 of these. Edit. Let me subtract 2 of these from the graphics card. Or no, we want them in graphics card, but we don't want them in featured. Okay, update. There we go. So some of these are going to be graphics card features. Oh my gosh. It's not even going to do it, is it? Well, what I was going to do was put the RAM stick in here so I could create a new product really fast. Duplicate. Could add a new product right here. Let me just take a picture of the RAM stick, publish, and you don't have to follow along with me. I'm just trying to give you guys a visual to understand what I'm doing here. Let's go back and edit our products here. RAM, quick edit. I'm going to throw it into the category of, there we go, featured. I don't want it in graphics cards. Update. There we go. Refresh this page. And so graphics cards are going to show graphics cards, and then featured is showing everything that's in the featured category, as you can see, which this is in the featured category. So that's why this RAM is showing up here, but it's not showing down here. I know I put the same products into the same 2 different categories. I just wanted to show you guys that this is only showing featured products, and this is only showing graphics cards. So, and if you had a different category, for example, so let's edit with Elementor. Let me just show you guys, because we're all in the spirit of showing different categories, right? Inside of Elementor, you can edit this shortcode again. And instead of featured products, we could choose a different category. So remember how we had a different category, which was, RAM? I could just type in, instead of these 2, I could just put RAM right here, or I could put ebooks. If I had like 6 different ebooks, I could put them here and then only ebooks would show. So for example, just like that. And now only the ebook is going to show. Do you see what I mean? Let's put RAM. Now only the RAM products in that category are going to show, which it's glitching out because I'm changing it too many times, but you can hit apply, refresh the page. We'll just go back to featured. Apply, which it already did, and then we'll click on publish to save our work. So now you guys get the idea. You guys can decide manually what products are going to be shown visually right here. So that is how you guys can create categories and then manipulate them to be visible on your website. So this is where you can create, manipulate, and delete products and categories. And then we also have tags, which again, when we were creating products, do you guys remember over here on the right-hand side, we had tags right here, bottom right? Well, this is where we can see all of the tags that we've created and then what products or slugs what slugs they are, but how many products. This is the count. So 7 products have the gaming computer parts. 1 is a CPU part, and so you can add, a name, which is the actual tag, and then a slug, which is what goes in your URL, add new tag. It's the exact same thing as categories. They're just additional filtering items. So that's how you can create categories and tags. Forgive me, I was forgetting what we were talking about. All right, so now we can go back to the WordPress dashboard and we're done. Now in this step, we're going to set up and customize essential WooCommerce pages for your online store. Now these pages are crucial for providing a smooth shopping experience for your customers. The shop page is where you're going to organize all of your products that are displayed. I'll show you how to configure and customize it to ensure that it showcases all of your products effectively and aligns with your brand. The product page is where each product has its own page where customers can view details to make purchases. We'll go through how to set up this page, including adding product descriptions, images, pricing, and a whole bunch of other stuff to make it engaging and informative. The cart and checkout page. These pages handle the shopping process from adding items to the cart to completing the purchase. So they're also very important. I'm going to demonstrate how to customize these pages to ensure a smooth and secure checkout experience for your customers. And then we also have policy pages, which these include your store's privacy policy, return policy, and terms and conditions and all of that stuff. I'll guide you on setting up and configuring these important pages to ensure legal compliance and build trust with your customers. So let's get started by setting up and customizing these crucial pages. So in order to do that, we're going to go over here to the Appearance tab and click on Customize, just like we did when we were editing the header and footer. So this should look pretty familiar to you guys. So wait for it to load. This is when we were editing the header and footer, but this time, let's go to the shop page. We're going to make changes to all of the pages related to WooCommerce. So the shop page, the checkout page, the cart page, the single product page. So when you click on a single product page, this is the single product page, excuse me. You guys get the idea. So let's go to the shop page. In order to edit all of this, we're going to go over to the WooCommerce tab, and we're going to go one by one through all of these tabs. And these are all the pages. So first we have the general tab. The general tab is basically, I mean, they're kind of useless settings, to be honest, because most of the time we're going to change all of these individually. So actually, let's just skip the general tab and we'll go straight into the product catalog, which this is your product catalog. Your shop page, like the main page that displays all products, is your product catalog. Okay, so you'll see container layout. Right now we're in normal, which is boxed like this. If I go full width, it's just going to stretch to the sides of the screen, which it's not even going to do. Cool. Sometimes you'll see that there's options, but they don't even do anything. So I just give up. That's just what happens. But we'll go back to normal. So next we have container style, which is boxed. Unboxed will take away this white box out here. So as you can see, it's just floating in nothingness, which I actually prefer boxed. It's up to you. Next, we have the sidebar layout, which do you want it on the left? Do you want it on the right? Or do you want no sidebar? That's all it is. So if I click on the right, it's going to move this sidebar over here to the right-hand side, which personally I actually like more. So I'm going to leave the sidebar on the right, but that's your personal decision. Some people like it on the left. I just personally like the right for some reason. And then you can choose the sidebar if it's boxed or unboxed. So as you can see, it'll remove the box. It won't. Okay, whatever. We'll just go boxed. But that's what it's supposed to be. I can't tell you how many times I've done WooCommerce tutorials and things just sometimes don't work. And I just, you give up trying. Click on Publish to save your work. Scroll on down. Now this is really important. You get to choose how many columns you have. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3. Could change this down to 2 if I wanted the pictures to be bigger. Could change it to 1 if I just want to have full screen images for some reason. I don't really like that. I think 2 or 3 is good. I mean, you could also go up to like 4 if you wanted to. So it's totally, your preference. I'll just leave it at 3 for now. You can choose how many are in total per page. So right now there's 12. So it goes all the way down to here. And then you'd have to click next. So maybe instead of 12, let's just do 9. So now only 9 will view, and then you have pagination right here. So page 1, page 2. So I click on page 2, and then I'll see the rest of the products, right? Looks like I only have 12 products total. Let's take a look really fast. If I go to my products tab, it'll give me a count on the right-hand side. Yeah, I have 12 items total over here. That's how many products I have. So when I had 12, it was just showing all of them, which I think looks terrible. I like it where it cuts off like this. I think 9's a good number. Next, we have the custom width, which you can just drag this if you want it to be a little wider or not, but we'll just leave it. So now we have shop display options. First of all, do you want to show products? Do you want to show categories? Ah, this is what it was. So you see how categories, see these you don't have pictures for them, but then graphics cards and featured products. Remember how I put a product image for those categories? This is where it was. I was looking for this. Remember this? Under categories. Remember when I was telling you to put these pictures? It's important. Yeah. Now they're showing right here, which for some reason RAM isn't showing. But whatever. So show categories is where whenever they click on the shop page, it would show categories and there's your pictures. Products and categories. I'm just going to say products because it's usually pretty common to just show products. Category display. Do you want to show products, subcategories, or subproducts and categories? And then default product sorting. So how do you want to sort these? Do you want to sort them by popularity, average rating, by price, anything like that? So it's up to you. Next, you have the card structure, which is this info right here. So right now, category is showing this is an online course category. This is an ebook category. And then you'll have title, which is the product title. You need that. Ratings, you could turn the ratings off if you wanted to. So take away those stars and now it just shows price and title. You could add the short description if you wanted to, and then we'll have the text that's in the short description, but that gets pretty long. The little eyeball will hide or show. And then you can also have the add to cart button, which I would strongly recommend, which is the button right here. And you see how it's buy on Amazon because that's the affiliate product. So anyways, that is the product catalog page. So click on publish to save your work. That's how you can kind of customize the layout of all this. And also you have the design tab, which is just the alignment. That's it. So that was the product catalog. Next, we have single product. Single product is when you actually click on one product like this. We're going to be changing the settings on this page. So first of all, you can go default, which is normal. It's the same thing, as you can see. Or you can go full width, which stretches it, and I think it looks horrendous. So personally, I'm never going to do this. Go normal. You have the container style, which is box and unbox, so it just removes this white background here. You have the sidebar, which right now the default is no sidebar, but I could choose to have a sidebar on the right. And we haven't even set up a single product sidebar. So let's actually just remove it. You have two separate sidebars. One is the product catalog sidebar, and then the other is a single product sidebar so that different options show up. And it looks like with the template, this one wasn't set up, and I'm too lazy to try and do that right now for you guys because that would be adding time to the tutorial. But anyways, you can choose your sidebar layout. Next, you have your product structure. So category is this right here, this top part right here. By the way, breadcrumbs. Remember how I told you that you can go to different breadcrumbs and those are hyperlinks? You can turn those off and they disappear. You can also turn off category if you want your product title to be first, or turn on category and then drag it below title. You know, so you guys can play around with how you guys want your structure here. I'm going to turn everything back on. Okay, next you have enable shipping text, which is this text right here. Oh, wait, not this one. Where's the one that says free shipping? Well, if you say and free shipping, where is it? I know it's, here it is. The and free shipping, you can disable that, and now it's not even going to show that little text right there. So $500. That's up to you. And then enable a sticky add to cart button. So when this is enabled, if I scroll down, this button's going to stay with me. As you can see, I can still add it to cart. So that's up to you guys. Also, this is the metadata, so you can also turn that off if you don't want all of that down there. It's completely up to you, but I'll just leave it up there for now. And so that is how you can rearrange these. You can just drag and drop them wherever you want, and that's how you'll rearrange them over here. Okay, so that is the single product. We can click on Publish to save our work. And next we have the checkout page. Oh, excuse me, sorry, the cart page. And so under the cart page, you actually have to add something in your cart and then click on View Cart. And there's literally only two options. One, you can disable cross-sells, so you can make this box disappear. And then you can change the button text. So proceed to checkout. If you want to click on that, you can change the text right here to say buy now or whatever you want. I don't think it's necessary, but there you go. And then you also have the checkout page. So when you click on proceed to checkout, you get to choose all of the options that are required. So company name is optional. Address line 2 is optional. Phone required. So you have those options right there. Highlight required fields with an asterisk, so you can turn off that little red asterisk if you wanted to. Next, you get to choose which page is your privacy page and your terms and conditions. Click here, you'll notice we don't have a terms and conditions page. Let me show you how to set that up really fast. Your privacy policy is literally this, so you will just type in your privacy policy right here. But your terms and conditions page, you would have to go back to your dashboard, go to pages, add new page, and it's really easy to do. Watch this. Title the page terms and conditions, and then you can click on publish and publish again. So now, this is literally the same thing as like a Microsoft Word document. Literally just click here and start typing away and paste out your entire paragraph. Let me just do ChatGPT really fast so you guys have something. Here is a generic terms and conditions page. This is literally how easy it is, and then you can customize it to your own business. That's how amazing ChatGPT is. It's still generating, but as soon as it's done, I'm just gonna copy paste this into the website. There you go, copy. We'll paste it right here into the website. And then from here, you can literally just come in here and start changing all of your text and put in all of your information. But that's a good example of a terms and conditions page. Once you're done writing out all of your personal terms and conditions, and this is up to you, of course, click on save in the corner, and then let's refresh this page. So first click on publish to save your work. We're back inside of the customizer, by the way. Refresh the page because you made a change outside of this page. So you have to refresh so it pulls all the current information. Gonna go to WooCommerce, and then we're gonna go to checkout. And now you can set the terms and conditions page that you just created as the terms and conditions page. And so now people can actually go and accept the terms and conditions. They check this box, and then they would be able to look at it by clicking on this button. This hyperlink is going to take them to that page you just created. And then you can change the text. So here's the privacy policy. Sorry, forgive me. The privacy policy is a separate page, just like terms and conditions. This text right here is what's displaying right here. And then this text right here is what's displaying right here. I have read and agreed to the website terms and conditions. So that is for you guys to change, and then you click on publish to save. Now, again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not trying to tell you what to put in your terms and conditions. I just wanted to show you that's how you can create one. Next is the miscellaneous, which you don't even need to know. We'll go into product images. This is where you can set the sizes of your images on your website. So all of these pictures are set to this size. It's a 1:1, or you can set custom. So it'd be like a 4/3, which all of my pictures are automatically squares. So this isn't going to work, but you see how it cuts it to a 4/3. We'll just stick to 1:1. I would always recommend cropping them rather than uncropping them, because then you're gonna have a bunch of different sizes and all these things are gonna be placed all over the place. But you can change your thumbnail width and your main image width right here. So it's basically limiting how big your pictures are. And then you have the store notice, which is kind of important. The store notice, when you enable it, is a banner that goes up here across the top. There we go. And so right now, this is a demo store for testing purposes. No order shall be fulfilled. This isn't gonna protect you legally, but at least you're giving like a little notice and they can dismiss it. But you can also change the color right here. So you have the text and the background color. So you might want to change the background color to be kind of similar to your website color, and then the text can be white, right? So now it's kind of matches your website theme. I'm going to disable it and click publish. Cool. So those are all of the important pages inside of WooCommerce. The one last thing that I wanted to show you guys is how to kind of customize your navigation bar, which is still part of the catalog page. So here we go. You're going to go over here to the widgets tab, and you'll see the WooCommerce sidebar, which is this. And that's what we're going to edit. So as you can see, we have filter by price right here. We have the search button, which for some reason is saying, let's upgrade the block, I guess. Never seen that happen before. Okay, upgrade the block again. I don't know what those are, but cool. I had to upgrade the block. I guess this template comes with outdated widgets, and I had to update to the current widget version or whatever. But that being the case, you'll see that everything that's displaying over here is displaying right here. So here's the search bar, there's the search bar. Here's the category by price, here's the category by price. That's a title text, so we could actually just click on it, click on the 6 dots right here and say delete, because we already have the text right here. Now you'll notice it graphically displays how it looks on my navigation bar or on my sidebar, but when you actually click on the widget, the settings should open. Oh, it's not like other widgets. That's weird. Most of the time you'd be able to choose and like filter out which categories you want. Actually, we could click on the 6 dots and delete this one. And instead I can click on the plus button right here to add a new widget in the middle. Oh, hang on. Click on delete. It's not that one. You have to click on this plus button and then I'll drag it up there. But you can search for WooCommerce like this and you'll see browse all. Go to the bottom and you'll see all of the WooCommerce widgets. And then this one you can go by product categories right here. And so this is what I meant, is what I was expecting. So whenever you want, you can use these arrow keys to like slide it up above the recently reviewed products. And so now you'll notice whenever I click out of it, oh, they must have updated WooCommerce. It used to show you a graphical display, and then when you click on it, it shows the back end. This is the back end, and it looks like it just always shows that now, so whatever. But you can choose what categories to include, which is going to be all of them, except for uncategorized, because I don't like that one. Any selected categories, or you can just choose all. And then say done. Okay, so now it's showing all of the products by category. Oh, wow, that's a lot of them. So you can click on this again, click on the options button, show more settings, and it'll show all the settings. So I can show how many columns I want, how many rows I want, and all of this stuff. I'll let you guys kind of play around with your sidebar on your own time, but this is where you guys can get kind of fun with adding different widgets in here. This one is a little bit big, so I'm gonna delete it. But maybe you just want a search bar, and then, you know, under the search bar, you probably want something for categories. You can do a product category list or a category list right here. So this is products by categories, what we just did. So let's try the category list. Yeah, there we go. And so now we have just a very simple list of all the categories and we can move it up. So they can search by the title. They can search by this category right here. Let me click on this right here and click on edit. It's like this invisible little box right here. Click on the 6 dots and say delete, and that'll remove that little box right there. But anyways, you've got your categories here. You've got the search bar where you can search for any product you want, and then some recently reviewed products or viewed products. But you guys can get creative. Click on add, browse all, and you can choose at the very bottom under WooCommerce, you know, maybe you want another search bar. Maybe you want to have access to the customer account. You can filter by stock, filter by rating. There's so many different things you can do in here. So I'll let you guys kind of play around with that, but this is where you would make changes to that sidebar. Click on publish to save whenever you're done, and I'm going to take you back to the WordPress dashboard. For the next step, we're going to be focusing on payment processing and related settings to ensure a smooth transaction for your e-commerce store. I'm going to cover how to set up payment processors and gateways like Stripe for credit card payments and PayPal for easy online transactions. I'll guide you through the process of connecting these payment processors to your WooCommerce store so that you can accept payments securely and efficiently. And then after that, I'm going to show you how to configure your shipping options to determine how your products will be delivered to your customers. We'll set up varying shipping methods and rates to accommodate different locations and delivery needs. Lastly, we're also going to add coupon codes to offer discounts and promotions. I'm going to show you guys how to create and manage coupons to attract and retain customers. So let's go ahead and dive into these essential payment and shipping settings to get your store fully operational. Okay, so the first thing we're getting started with is our payment processor, which is going to be Stripe and PayPal. And it's really easy to do. The first thing we're going to do is go over to WooCommerce right here, and then we're going to go to settings, just like this. So we'll open it up on a new tab. So first of all, under the general tab, you can go ahead and enable taxes right here just by checking this box. So I'll let you guys do that. And then click on save changes at the bottom. As well as at the bottom, you can choose your currency options, like which currency you're using, where the currency position is, like do you want the $sign on the front or the back, the 1,000 and the decimal separator. So I'll let you guys select those. And then next we can go over to the payments tab, because this is where we're gonna set up the payment processors for our website. So we have Stripe card processing right here, and we're gonna have to probably install a plugin to do this one. And then down below, we also have PayPal card processing, which is this one down below. Now, PayPal is like incredibly stupid easy to set up, and then Stripe is going to take some critical thinking, and I'll walk you guys through that, of course. Let's start with PayPal. Normally I go Stripe first, but let's just knock this one out. So whenever you want to enable one of these, all you got to do is just check the enable box right here. So for PayPal, check the box, and then over here on the right hand side, you just click on finish setup. And so from here, we have the title, which is PayPal, and then description is pay with your credit card via PayPal right here. And you'll be able to come in here and change that later, but it doesn't really matter. After that, we have the payment type, which is capture. You don't really have to touch anything else. And then the order button label is pay via PayPal. You can leave that as well. And then once you're done with everything here, we're going to go up here to API settings. And inside of API settings, that's where we're going to connect our PayPal account. You've got two modes. You have sandbox mode and live. Sandbox is like you're protected by four walls. You're inside of your sandbox, so you can play around without having to worry about breaking anything. Live is when you're actually ready to start taking payments from people. You need to make sure you switch into your live. I'm going to go ahead and just select live right now because you're going to have to connect twice. First of all, first is connecting your PayPal, and then you would connect live. But if you just skip live, or excuse me, you skip sandbox and just go straight to live, you just click on connect with PayPal right here, and then you're going to fill out your PayPal information. And so I'm going to go ahead and just skip this because I don't want to have to hook up my PayPal at the moment, but all you would do is just log in with your PayPal and then click on save changes and you would be done. So next, after that, we can go back to the payments tab and you're done with PayPal. So now you have PayPal card processing enabled on your website, which because I didn't put a PayPal in, I might have to go off camera and select mine in there anyways. But because we don't have one in there, I don't know if it's even going to give me the option. Yeah, so it's not even an option right now. So I have to go connect my PayPal before it's actually visible here. So I'll do that off camera in a little bit, but all you would do is just log into your PayPal account and then hit save changes, and you would have a PayPal button right here. Okay, so next we have the Stripe card processing. And it's super easy to set up once you actually understand what you're doing, but at first it's gonna look a little complicated, so just kind of follow along with me. So what we're gonna do is Stripe card processing, we're gonna enable it just like this, and we might have to download a plugin. Let me just double check, because what you had used to have to do is download the Stripe integration plugin for WooCommerce. I'm gonna see if we already have that. Check out plugins, WooCommerce and Stripe. Okay, so it looks like by default, the template automatically installed both, but normally you would have to check in, or you'd have to download both of these. So it looks like we're good to go. So once you click enable, you'd go over here to finish setup, because we have to set up the actual thing. So next it's gonna say title is credit card. You can just remove Stripe if you want to, because people don't need to know you're using Stripe. And the description will say pay with your credit card via Stripe. So you can have that there. I don't think you need the parentheses. Let's see here. Other than that, you don't really need to change anything here. The statement descriptor is pretty important. You want CAPW graphics cards to be like your business name to be right here so that people, when they're looking at their bank statements, can see, oh, I remember what that purchase was. That way you don't have a lot of people trying to contest, your purchases. It happens if you don't have a good statement descriptor, so just have that there. But anyways, once you are done filling out your settings here, we can hit save changes. And then what we're gonna do is go over to, let's see, where was it? Express checkout? I think it's just settings. Yep, here we go. And so here's the connect with Stripe. So you're gonna click on this, it's gonna open you up to the Stripe website where you have to create an account and go through the whole process. So let's see if my old account is still active. If it isn't, I'll be able to create one with you. If it is, I'll log in and I might even try with a different email account. But create a pro, we're gonna go submit. And it looks like my password or my email is already in here. So let me go ahead and enter my password. All right, so we'll see. I'm gonna click submit. And no, okay, perfect. So I can use one with this one. So let's walk through the process. I'm gonna create my own password and we're going to submit just like this. So we're creating our free Stripe account so we can start taking credit cards on the website. Okay, perfect. So now we have to have a two-factor authentication so we can use our phone or a security key, which would be like a Yubico key or something like that. So let me go ahead and pull out my app really fast. All right, so we're gonna click on next once you have it scanned, and then I'll put in my one-time code and it's gonna verify to my phone, which that code changes all the time, so that's perfect. Next, it's gonna give you an emergency backup code that you can copy and save on your computer. So I'll just copy the code really fast or download it, whatever you wanna do, and then click on next. Okay, so next we get to start with basics like where's our location, which is gonna be the United States, and the type of business, which I'm an individual, so I'm just gonna click on continue. From here, it's gonna ask for your personal information like your address, phone number, social, and all of that stuff, because this is gonna link directly to your social as well as your business bank account. So I'm gonna fill out all of this information and I'll see you guys on the next screen. All right, so once you enter in your personal information, it's gonna ask to select your industry. And so from here, we're just gonna say tech. Let's see what pops up for tech. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna go with software, I guess. Let's pretend we're doing software. My website is going to be, those are old websites from tutorials. Let's do, have to be really careful. All right, so there's our URL, so www.capwgraphicscards.com, and then we add in our own little product description, continue, So next we have to hook up our bank account. So I'll see you guys once you finish, but you're going to go ahead and choose which bank account is yours, enter in all of the numbers manually, and then click on continue. All right, so next you're going to have your statement descriptor, which is really important. And they show right there on the right-hand side that little example where on someone's bank account after they made a purchase on your website, that's what's going to pop up. And I think that's really good. You want to have your business name or your website name right there. And then the shortened descriptor, you could just put CAPW graphics, for example. Oh, that maxes out at that many. I mean, for the example, it doesn't matter, but as you can see, it would be like this with an asterisk and then t-shirt if it's shortened, for example. Yeah, that's up to you guys. And then your customer phone, you would put right here, confirm your address, and then click on continue. Next, it's going to ask you if you guys want to opt in to Stripe Tax, which is like an automatic taxing service, so you can price your goods accordingly. You guys can select which one of the 3 different types of goods that you're selling, and then opt in, and you'll have to fill in some questions there. I'm just going to say not right now and move on. And then after that, it's just going to ask you to confirm all of the details you just inserted in, and then you'll just click on submit all the details. This will be the screen that you have next, which says, congratulations, you successfully connected to Stripe. And we have. So now we have created an account, it's hooked up to our website, and now all we have to do is just actually add the Stripe card pay processor, which is what we're about to do. So activate the gateway. It's going to ask if you also want to do GPay and Apple Pay, which I'm just going to say skip express checkout for now. And now we get to customize. So click on customize now. And that's it. It's actually a lot easier to sign up for Stripe now than it used to be like a year ago. What you used to do is you'd have to go into your account. Okay, so it looks like it redirects you back to your website too. You used to have to log into your Stripe account, go to the developer tab, grab all these webhooks and secret keys and API keys and all this stuff and do a whole bunch of copy pasting. Nowadays, you just go to the settings tab and it's automatically done for you. I'm not even joking. It's the coolest thing ever. So it's really easy to do. So everything we just did is all you have to do and you're done. So right now your website is in test mode. So what that means is if I were to open up your website on a new tab, it means that no actual purchases are going to go through. So for example, if I go to view cart and I proceed to checkout, you'll see that right now we have the option for credit card, but it says that it's in test mode and it gives us a fake credit card number to go ahead and test out entering in this fake number right here. And then when we enter in this fake credit card number into the card number and hit place order, we can basically just test placing orders on our website without actually having to place an order, which is really cool. Now, you don't want that to be the case whenever you're ready to go live. And you don't also want this to be shown. So what you do is you go back into your WordPress settings, go to your payments tab, go to Stripe, and then you're going to click on settings right here in the corner. And then you're going to switch from mode, you're going to switch to live, and then click on save changes. And then now, whenever we go out to our website again, you'll see that it's now live and ready to accept credit card payments. So let's click on view cart just like this, proceed to checkout. And you'll see right now, it does not say this is test anymore. It just allows you to put in your credit card number right away, which is really cool. So that being the case, we have now successfully added, well, you've got credit card as well as PayPal, but PayPal isn't right here, but we successfully added payment methods to your website, mostly just because I didn't want to have to log into my personal PayPal account just to throw it in here. But your PayPal button would be right underneath it. And I'm sure that you guys went ahead and signed into yours. And so you're probably seeing the button. But now we are done. So we can go ahead and close out of both of these two and go back to our WordPress dashboard. All right. So now that we have our payment processors ready to go like Stripe and PayPal, we can now focus on shipping. So in order to do shipping, we're going to go back over to the WooCommerce tab and go to the settings tab right here, which again, I'm going to open up on a new tab. And so from here, go over to the shipping tab instead of the payments tab. So click on shipping right here. And next you have the option to create a new shipping zone because there are 0 listed down below. So we have the shipping zone right here and add shipping zone right here. Both of these buttons do the exact same thing. So just click on add a new shipping zone. And so first you have the zone name. So you're basically just going to give it a title. Then you have the zone region where you actually select where you want this zone to cover. And then we'll add some shipping methods. So first of all, we're going to add a zone name and I'm just going to add the United States as my example for today. So United States. And then now we get to choose the actual zone. Your zone name is pretty much gonna be what the area is, by the way, but right here, you can scroll through here and choose from different places, or you can just search for the country you want. So I'm gonna go with United States in North America, so United States right here. And then you'll also notice down below, you have all of the different states inside of the United States. So you don't just have to say the entire country. You could say Massachusetts, it's gonna be $5 shipping. Maryland might be, $10 shipping, and then Michigan might be, $15, $17 shipping. You never know. So if you guys want to do individual shipping prices for different states or different places, you can select them here. But I'm just going to select the entirety of the United States, just like this. And so now for the entire United States, I'm going to create a flat rate for shipping. And so now we finally get to create our shipping method. So first we have to add the method, and then after we add it, we can actually make changes and edit it. So first let's add one. You click on add shipping, and you can create free shipping, flat rate, and local pickup. Local pickup is pretty obvious. You don't really need to charge anything. They're just going to come and pick it up from your store. But I'm assuming most of you guys are beginners who are going to try and sell product from your bedroom or for your home. So we'll just talk about flat rate and free shipping. So first, flat rate. Again, you have to add it and then we can edit. So first just click on continue, and then, oh, well, it looks like with the new update with WordPress and with WooCommerce, you can actually edit it before you add it now. So that's kind of nice. That's new, but they're the same settings, by the way. So first of all, you have to give it a title. So you've got flat rate, is it taxable or not? And then we have cost. So the name, I'll just say, is standard shipping. And then you can choose if it's taxable or not, which I'm just going to leave it off for now. And then we can choose the cost. So let's say standard shipping anywhere in the entire United States is going to be $10, just like this. So we say create and save, and there we go. We have standard shipping, which is $10, and it's enabled on our website for most, or for all the products on our website. So next, let's create one that is, oh, and by the way, what I'm used to doing, because it's the old school way, is first you would add it like this, and then you would click on edit right here, and it's those exact same 3 settings that we just talked about. So it's super easy to add shipping to your website. So now we have standard shipping, but what about free shipping? Well, we're going to click on add a shipping method, and this time we're going to choose free instead of a flat rate. So click on free, and then those settings pop up again, and we only have 2. First, it's a title, and so we can call it free shipping if you want. I think that looks good. I'm just going to add a capital S right here. And then next we have the shipping requirement. So right now there's no requirement, so basically anyone can get free shipping, and that's not going to work because I want everyone by default to have to pay $10 for shipping in the United States. So I have to have a minimum requirement to be able to get free shipping. Do I want a free shipping coupon? And that's totally fine, which we've created coupons, or well, we haven't yet, but I'll show you how to create those in just a little bit. We have a minimum order amount, which is the most common. So as long as they spend, $500 on your website, they'll get free shipping, right? But if they only spend $450, they don't have the option for free shipping. So that's the minimum order amount, and that is the free shipping coupon. And then you can either do one or the other, or you can do both, where they need both to actually make this work. So this is completely up to you guys. I'm just going to show you guys minimum order amount. You click on it, and then it gives you the setting down below. And so this is where you can say, as long as they spend, $500 on the website, then we're good to go. And then you can also have this checkbox right here. So do you want to apply the minimum order rule, which is this one right here, the $500 before the coupon discount? And I would say yes. So basically what this is saying, you can also hover over here. So if checked, free shipping would be available based on pre-discount order amount. So let's just say they have a 20% off the entire cart coupon. And so now they're making, they're getting the cost for $250 instead of, $500, for example. The math is way off, but just take this example with a grain of salt. You basically want to say, no, before any coupons are applied, they still have to spend $500. And then after the coupon's applied, that's fine, but they still have to make $500 before they even apply a coupon. That's completely up to you guys if you want to check this box or not, but it is, as you can see right here, the pre-discount order amount. So you guys can decide. But once you guys are ready, you can click on create and save, and now you have a free shipping method. And also, I already completely forgot, if I go over here to, where's my products down below, let's go to all products. I want to see how much I was selling the graphics cards for again. Yeah, so a simple graphics card is $500. So let's just say $1,000 actually for free shipping. So you only get free shipping if you get 2 graphics cards. So let's go $1,000 and we will save. There we go. It's important to know how much your products are selling for and how much product you're willing to part with for free shipping. So that's totally up to you guys. Okay, so we have standard shipping. So if someone wants to buy something, it's just $10 anywhere inside of the United States. We have free shipping in the United States and they have to spend $1,000 or more. What about express shipping? What if someone wants to pay more money for faster shipping? Well, you can click add shipping method, and this time we're going to do another flat rate, because flat rate just means a flat rate. It's just a set amount of money that they have to pay for a certain type of shipping. And so instead of standard shipping, we're going to do expedited or express. So express shipping, and I'll just leave taxable as off, and the cost is going to be, instead of $10, let's make it $25, something like that, right? create and save. So now for $25 on any order, they can get express shipping if they want. And so that's how you guys can create different shipping methods. Maybe you have express shipping and then maybe you'll have a fourth one for like next day, like, right? Or same day shipping. So you could call, flat rate like this, continue, and you could say that this is same day, just like this, or, it's same day because I'm kind of copying Amazon, or maybe you want next day shipping, right? If I can type, there we go. And then your cost might be something like $35. We'll just leave 35 just like that. So now you can have next day shipping, which is even more expensive. So that's completely up to you guys. But once you guys are done creating your shipping methods, you guys can click on save changes right here and you're good to go. So now let's open up our website on a new tab and see what our shipping methods look like. So we already have a graphics card, a simple graphics card inside of our cart. So I can click on checkout. And you'll see now when they are selecting their product, they've got the simple graphics card is $500, so that's their subtotal. And then they can choose between standard, express, or next day shipping. So standard shipping is $10, express is $25, next day is $35, right? And then the total is $510. They put in their credit card or their PayPal, agree, and place the order. And then obviously when you guys are managing orders, which is like the next step, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a little bit, but when you're managing orders, you'll see what type of shipping they got. And then depending on what kind of shipping they got, you would just make sure you ship it to them with the appropriate speed and everything. So that is completely up to you guys. But the last thing I want to show you guys is let's go back and edit the cart really fast. And this time I'm going to add 2 graphics cards. So now I'm over $1,000. And so now that I'm over $1,000, you'll see that free shipping appeared, right? Because before, when I was not over $1,000, see how it does not appear? So I only have 3 options. Well, if I go to 1,500, for example, you'll see that now I can choose free ship. And so that's what I was talking about is free shipping has that $1,000 minimum rule. And you guys can also do it where it only needs a free coupon or something like that, or both. And that's completely up to you guys. But I just wanted to show you guys that that's how you get the free shipping to show up. So regardless, we can close out of that. And now we are done with our shipping methods. So I'll go ahead and close that out. Now, again, you guys can get really complicated with your zones. So, this is the United States zone right here, but we could, add a new zone. And instead of the United States, we would go over here and choose Africa, or if you're going to send to Europe, or you can choose a specific country. You guys can get as complicated as you want. So anyways, we'll go back to the WordPress dashboard. Okay, so now with shipping out of the way, let's talk about coupon codes. And remember when we were doing shipping just a second ago, it even had the option to have the free shipping as well as, or as long as there's a coupon code, right? Well, let's talk about coupon codes. So in order to add coupon codes to your website, we're going to go over here to the marketing tab right here and go to coupons right here. And so we'll open it up on a new tab again. And so again, similar to everything on WooCommerce, this is a list of all the coupons you have on your website, but there are none. So we have to create our first coupon. And then if after you create your first one, you can just always click on add coupon in the top left corner. So create a new coupon. And you'll notice that under creating a coupon, let's just remove some of these boxes. There we go. Under creating a coupon, there's really only a few settings. Like it's barely anything right here. So this is going to go pretty quickly and it's really easy to create coupons. First of all, you have the coupon code. And this is the actual code they have to type into your website to get the coupon, the discount or whatever it is. You can generate a random code just like this by clicking on this button and it's just going to generate random ones for you. Or you can type in your own. So maybe we just say 20 off, just like this. And so I'm going to generate my own code. So first I'm going to show you how to do 20% off. Then I'm going to show you how to do free shipping coupon code. And then I'll show you guys how to do like $20 off of your order, right? Now, obviously you want your percentages and your dollar amounts to be, applicable and comparable to your product prices. So for example, my products are $500. This is more of a high-end website, I suppose, because I'm selling expensive graphics cards. So maybe instead of saying 20 off, I should say like $100 off of one of these $500 graphics cards. Or instead of saying, 20% off, maybe I only want to say like 10% off of, 10% off of your $500 here for one of these graphics cards. So kind of pay attention to how much your products are and how much you're willing to take off before you just willy-nilly create a coupon code. I'm just saying 20 because it's just easy to, make an example for it. So we're going to call this one 20 off, or we'll call it 20p off for 20% off. Okay. The description just explains what the code is. There we go. So this coupon gives you 20% off your entire order. Okay. So now we actually have to apply the coupon because we've created it. So if we want to give someone 20% off of the order, we have the discount type right here. And there's 3 different types. We have percentage type, fixed cart discount, and fixed product discount. We're not really going to do many fixed product discounts, but this is like if you want to do a coupon code that is specific to one product, you would use this one. So I'm going to talk about percentage and fixed cart. So percentage would be what I'm trying to do, where it is a percentage discount off of the cart. Fixed cart discount is basically a fixed amount off of the cart. So this would be 20% off your order. This would be $20 off your order, if that makes sense. So we're going to be doing a percent for the first time. And then this coupon amount is based on your discount type. So percentage discount, this is a percentage, not an amount. So I can just put in 20 for 20% off. Right? Next, you always have this option for every coupon you generate. You can basically just allow free shipping as well as whatever else you're doing. So like this would be 20% off and free shipping, but I'm going to leave that box unchecked. You can do it for every coupon though. So it depends on your personal preference. But anyways, we'll just do that. And then next we have coupon expiration date, and it's very self-explanatory. It's just, when do you want this coupon to expire? So maybe you say, this expires next month on the 17th or something like that, right? So it's 1 month. I'll just leave it blank for now, but that's how you guys set up your expiration date. Next, we go over to usage restriction, which is basically just conditions for this coupon. So under one condition, you can get 20% off, and that would be spending at least, $600 on my website, right? So you don't get 20% off unless you basically buy 2 of my graphics cards, because one of them is $500. Or maybe you say, $1,000 because my graphics cards are $500, right? So you get 20% off as long as you spend $1,000, for example. You can do a maximum spend as well. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. You have individual use only. So this basically means that you can check this box, and that means that this coupon cannot be used in conjunction with other coupons. So let's say someone gets a 20% off coupon, but then you also have a 50% off coupon. What if they use both the 20% and the 50% off on your website? People can use multiple percentage coupons on your website at the same time to see if they can get free product from your website. So I would personally always recommend checking this box so that people can't use this 20% off with another 50% off and another 10% off and eventually get free product from your website. So that is individual use only. Next, we have exclude sale items. Basically, you cannot use this coupon code on sale items because they're already on sale. You're already giving them a discount. So why do they need 20% off on top of the fact that maybe one of your products is already, $100 off? So for example, this one's $250 off, right? It's a graphics bundle. Oh, just kidding. That's not on sale. I'm sorry. This one's on sale. So this is on sale for $119.99 right here is the original price, and now it's on sale for $93, for example. This product would not be able to be included in this discount. And so that's why you can check if you don't want to give them a double discount, basically. And then you can also say that this 20% off is only allowed to be on a specific product. So, I could choose a simple product graphics card. And so now you can only get 20% off of this product or any of these products. You can decide how many you want to list. Or I can exclude products. So I can say you can get 20% off of any product on my website except for the simple product. And then I could add the simple product. So you've got products and excluding products, product categories and excluding categories. Same thing. You can say you can get 20% off of any category on my website except for graphics cards or except for CPU fans. And then you can say that this is 20% off of any CPU fan. So you would say that this is my CPU fans, right? Okay, so you guys can choose your categories and products right here. Next, we have usage limits, and these 3 are very simple to understand. Usage limit per coupon. So basically, how many times can someone use this per the life of this coupon? So for example, I could say that this coupon can be used 1 billion times, unlimited times. Anyone can use this coupon forever. Or I can say that this coupon can be used 100 times in total by anybody, and then after it's been used 100 times, it expires, right? So I'm only going to give out 100 people a 20% discount. Right? This one, on the other hand, is usage limit per user. So this isn't per time that's used. This is per user. So usage limit per user means how many times can a specific user use this coupon? So let's just say once. Right? So now this coupon can be used by anybody up to 100 times, but everybody only gets to use it 1 time per person. So someone can't use the same coupon twice, right? And if you ever don't know what something is, just hover your mouse over the little question mark and it tells you what it is. And then lastly, we have usage limit to X items. And you can basically say that this coupon is 20% off of the first 5 items in the cart. But if they have 10 items, it's only going to apply to the first 5, right? So that's how you guys can apply coupons here. And then once you guys are done making all your changes, just click on publish to save your work. And now that coupon's live on your website. So if we go back to the coupons tab, now we have a list of all the coupons on your website, and one of them is 20p off. So now if we go over to your website and we go over here and we go to the checkout screen, right? And so for example, let's actually go and edit the cart first. And we'll go down and update the cart. So now inside of your cart page, we can add a coupon code. And you'll notice I'm only spending $500, which is not above 1,000. So let's go ahead and type in 20p off, apply coupon, and it is not going to work because the minimum spend amount is $1,000. So now if I'm spending, more than $1,000 and I apply this coupon code, 20p off. Now you'll see that I have my coupon, which is 20% off. So of the $1,500, I remove $300. So now my total is $10 because of the $10 shipping, but I can still get free shipping and now it's 12. So if that makes sense, that's how you guys can apply coupon codes to your website. We'll remove that one. So that's good. Let's go back and add a free shipping coupon. So first, let's go ahead and edit the cart to only have $500 right here. Let's say we're going to add a new coupon and it's going to be a free shipping coupon. So now you guys know the drill. We're going to add a coupon code and let's just call it free shipping. Let's just say free ship is the coupon code. And then you can add your description right here, which I'm just too lazy to add right now. But you would just say this coupon gives you free shipping. And then discount type doesn't matter because we're going to leave the coupon amount as 0. And all we're going to do is check the box for free shipping. And then you guys can decide if you want an expiration date. Now, usage restriction is very important for a free shipping coupon because you have to have some kind of a condition for getting that free shipping. Otherwise, why would they deserve to get free shipping? And this is where you can put in your minimum spend amount, which let's just say is, $600, so that's above like my regular graphics card. Do you want to say individual use, or do you want to say they can get free shipping and then still use another coupon on top of that? That's up to you, but I'm going to say no. You can also exclude sale items if you want. That's completely up to you. And then you can say it's only free shipping on a specific product or a specific category. It's up to you. And then lastly, we have usage limits. Again, you guys can decide how many times per person. So let's just say only 1 time per person. And let's just say in total, this can be used 500 times until this one finally just exhausts itself. Click on publish. And now we go back to our cart and refresh the page. And now I'm spending $500. If I say free ship and apply the coupon, it's going to say I have to spend $600. So let's go ahead and up the amount. And so you'll already notice that I get free shipping right here, but if I apply the coupon, you'll see that now it removes the shipping no matter what, which it says it's removing the shipping, but it isn't for some reason. So regardless, we'll just click on free shipping right there, but you guys get the idea. That is how you can create that coupon. And we'll close out of there. And then lastly, let's go ahead and add a new coupon. And this one is going to be $20 off. So now let's just say 20D off for dollars. So $20 off instead of 20p, which is 20% off. And so we have $20 off. You would add your little description right here. And then next, we're going to leave it as a fixed cart discount right here. And so fixed cart discount. And this time we'll say $20 off. Or maybe instead of 20, you would say something that's more comparable to how much your graphics cards are, but we'll just leave it as 20. And then you guys can allow free shipping if you want. And then after that, you have the coupon expiration date right here. Oh, and by the way, I just noticed the reason that the free shipping coupon code wasn't working is because, if you guys remember, a free shipping method must be enabled in your shipping zone, which we already did just a second ago. Like if we go to WooCommerce really fast, and we go to the shipping tab, under settings, go to the shipping tab. Remember, under this United States, we created a free shipping method. So there it is right there. But the free shipping method must be enabled in your zone and be set to require a free valid shipping coupon. So we would have to come in here and edit, and we would have to say that it requires a valid free shipping coupon code, save, right? And so now if we go to our website and we go to our cart and we view the cart and we apply the shipping right here. Oh, let's refresh the page really fast. There we go. So now if we refresh the page, well, it's still doing it for some reason. You have to have well, let me remove the coupon code and then try it again and refresh the page, because now there's no minimum amount for the let's see. So we're spending $1,000 and now free shipping's gone. Perfect. So now if I type in free ship, apply, there we go. So now it allowed and automatically entered free shipping and zeroed out the order. So apologies if you get that glitch. Just make sure that you check free shipping needs to say with a coupon code, or you can do or. So this would be a minimum order or a coupon code. And so $1,000 or having a coupon code, and this would do the exact same thing. So that's up to you guys. We'll close out of both and we'll go back to the coupon. So I just noticed that's why it didn't do it right there for you guys. But anyways, so back to the $20 off. So we have the fixed cart discount, $20 off, expiration date if you want. The conditions, again, if you guys want, you can just say, $600, for example, again. And then usage limits, again, it's just how many times can it be used in total and how many times per person, and then click publish. So now I have $20 off. Let's go ahead and go test that really fast. Oops, I meant on a new tab. We'll go to the cart again, view the cart. We're going to remove the free shipping coupon code. And so we have $1,000, right? For the 2 graphics cards, we put $20 off, apply the coupon, and we get $20 off because we're spending more than $600. If you guys remember, that's what I set the minimum spend to. And it's because I have 2 graphics cards in here for $1,000. And I mean, again, if I were to drop this and update the cart, you'll see that it gets removed and it says this was no longer valid because you didn't spend more than $600. So update the cart, 20D off, and you get your discount code. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so that is how you guys can add coupon codes to your website. So we'll just go back to the dashboard. All right, friends, in this final step of chapter number 2, we're gonna cover order management in WooCommerce. Efficient order management is crucial for maintaining a smooth operation and ensuring that your customers are satisfied. I'm gonna show you guys how to handle orders on a daily basis, like how to accept, ship, decline, and return orders. By mastering these tasks, you'll be able to manage your online stores effectively, ensuring a seamless experience for both you and your customers. So let's get started with managing your orders in WooCommerce. So I just placed a fake order on my website, and I did so using the test mode that I was talking about just a second ago. So if you go to my website, and you'll probably remember in your WooCommerce settings under Stripe, I went ahead and left it in test mode. Oh, okay. I've got to add something to cart really fast just so I can show you guys. Checkout, but I left it in test mode. You just use this card number. So you go V right here. You say 1234 123, and that is how you can use your fake credit card right there. And then I hit place order after filling out all of my fake information right here. And so that's how we did it. And so this is the order confirmation that your customers are going to see. They'll see their order number, the date they made it, their personal email, how much money they spent. They've got a receipt right here as well as all of the billing information. Right? So this is everything that I put in, which is a bunch of fake garbage. Okay? Perfect. So you'll also notice that whenever I go to my Gmail, I should have an email from the website showing me this order. So if I click on Gmail, here we go. Perfect. And it's from me because I'm also the admin email, but you guys get the idea. It shows that this is the customer email. So it says, hey, thanks for your order. This is what you got, right? But then because I'm also the admin of the website, I also got another email that says, hey, you have a new order. So as a customer, this is the email you would see. And then as the admin, this is the email that you would see. And you would say, hey, new order that you have to go fulfill. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. So someone just ordered a graphics card. Let me go log into my website. So you would close your email, you'd close out of this or whatever. You'd go log into your WordPress dashboard, which is right here. Then you would go over to your WooCommerce tab and go to orders. Now, if I refresh the page, you'll see that now WooCommerce orders has a little 1 right next to it saying, hey, an order just got placed. So let's go ahead and open it and take a look at my order. So we will see the order with the order number. There's Levi H. So it was placed by Levi. It was made 3 minutes ago. The status is processing, which means it's up to you to make a change. And you'll see the total is $500 right there. So we'll go ahead and get in there and start managing the order. You can click on it and change the status. So change it to processing, change it to on hold, completed, canceled, or move it to the trash and just delete it altogether. But instead of doing that, we're going to click on it and you'll see all of the information that you need in order to complete this order for them. You'll even see some order notes right here, which are the text messages that they have involved with WooCommerce. So if you have a phone number hooked up to your account, it will start sending out text messages, which is really cool. But we'll see that it was paid via credit card. We'll see that it was paid on August 26th at 2 a.m., which is completely incorrect. I guess the website time's wrong, but because I literally placed it like a few minutes ago and it's 9 p.m. But anyways, we get the customer IP right there, which is cool. And then next you have all of the general information right here. You have their billing address right here, and then you also have their shipping address, which I forgot to put this as the shipping address when I was placing the order. So that was my bad. So you have everything you need. You've got their address right here, their email and their phone number. So you can send them email notifications, which your website's going to automatically do. So anytime you change the status, it's going to send an email to them. And you also have their phone number if you need to get in contact with them for some reason. But you've got the address and you have all of the money that they paid, right? And then here's the Stripe fee, which is $14. So you get $4.85. So you need to make sure you anticipate the Stripe fee when it comes to making your profits. But that being the case, you have the refund button over here. And then other than that, what you're going to do is just slap your address onto a shipping label, put your product in there and send it. And then once you send it, you need to send a notification to them that it was shipped. So what you do is from processing, you say completed, and then you would click on update to save, and then you'll see down here in the bottom right corner that the product was sent, essentially, and then they'll receive an email. So let me go ahead and open up my Gmail again, and now the order is complete. We finished processing your order. You'd want to enter in like the information about their shipping, so like you'd want their shipping details here, like their tracking number. But other than that, that is how you would finish out the order here. Let's see here, choose other actions, send order details to customer, resend, or regenerate download permissions. So you got some extra options right there. But that's basically how you will see the address, put it on your label, start shipping out your product, and click on update to switch out the status of it, which will also send them the notification. So on a daily basis, you're just going to want to make sure that you always log into your WooCommerce website. So I clicked on the wrong tab. You're going to want to make sure that you always log into your WordPress website, go over to your orders tab, and you always want to make sure that you're keeping up with all of your orders, which as you can see, it says that it's completed now. So you'd be able to move on to the next order and the next one and the next one and all of that stuff. And so that's basically the bare minimum, the basics of managing your orders on your website. You always want to check here, go fulfill the order, and then mark it as completed, which will send the customer an email saying that it's completed. And so it's good to go. Go back to the dashboard and we're done. Congratulations on completing your e-commerce website setup. You've just transformed your vision into a fully functional online store, and that's a huge achievement. Now that you have your store up and running, you might be wondering how to further enhance it. Consider diving into topics like optimizing your site's speed or creating captivating product descriptions to boost your conversions. These are just a few ways that you can take your store to the next level, and to do that, I would recommend checking out the rest of my channel. Good luck with your new online venture, and I hope I see you in another video.